The Bob and Tom Show.
Everyone enjoyed the unspoiled a cappella majesty of Chicken Dean and all their best. Well, now they're back, and just in time for the holidays. Chicken Dean and all their Christmas best. Just listen to these Christmas classics. You'll get sing-alongs that the whole family can enjoy. And hey, let's not forget why we celebrate Christmas. A dirge. Two men, two voices, and one shining star. If you order before midnight tonight, you'll get Honky and Hornies clowning around at Christmas. It's just for the kids. But wait, there's more. For this special radio offer only, if you call right now, you'll get Chicken Dean and Horny and Honky. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. So don't forget that phone number and call now. I've got that football hangover all weekend, Tom. It just...
I hope you turned a certain game off after 3 quarters.
It just cascaded over me. I don't take kindly to Sunday night football. I don't know what it is. I watch Monday night. I'll even watch a Thursday night, not Sunday night.
Really?
I'm a Yellowstone man.
Me too, baby.
I'm a Yellowstone man.
Boy, if you like chicks fighting.
Giddy up, giddy up. No? That's Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. You can't think that sounds better than what we had. There's Willie Griswold.
Willie.
Willie, your mic's not working.
Now listen to Willie's voice here a little bit.
Really?
Is it? No?
His mic's not working.
Oh, well. His voice is shot anyway. He can just do hand signals.
I have a follow-up. Did your fob work when you walked in? Oh, okay.
That's always a bad sign.
Yeah, it is.
When you get here and the fob doesn't work. Yeah, that's happened more than once around here.
Okay. Yep. Good stuff.
But don't think that Monday's the only day you can find out you're fired.
Well, this is unacceptable.
He's going to sit next to you.
Yeah,
it's
sick
not
as a
great.
dog still. Patient zero.
I've been on antibiotics for like 72 hours. I'm hanging out. I'm fine.
Yeah, you sound great.
We'll get his mic fixed in the next break. Eddie's here, I'm sure.
What are you looking at over here, Tom? That's right, Murderer's Row.
Okay, there we go.
Right over here. Oh yeah.
Welcome to the party.
Where are you gonna pitch to?
Oh, I know. It's unbelievable.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Speaking of Murderer's Row,
Yes?
we do have a Joe DiMaggio story this morning.
The Joey, you saw him at Dinky Donuts, right?
No.
Seinfeld
Do you know
heads.
who Joe DiMaggio was, Christy?
Yeah, he married Marilyn Monroe.
But, I mean, do you know who Joe
Yeah,
DiMaggio?
he was a basketball. He was a baseball player.
He was
For the Yankees,
no,
right?
No, he was a baseball
Basketball player for the
Basketball.
Yankees.
He was a champion at basketball.
Oh, yeah, at Tinley Park up there?
Oh, yeah.
He was a
Famously
baseball player.
Yeah, famously mentioned in what song?
Mrs. Robbins.
Don't give it away, Jesus.
What a ace.
And here's to you, Joe DiMaggio. Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Great song.
Joe.
Yeah,
Great song.
That's a great song. Mrs. Robinson. Oh God, that's a great song.
You know, the story behind that is Mike Nichols was listening to the new Simon & Garfunkel album while he was doing The Graduate. And he goes, I still need some background. I need a soundtrack for this movie. I don't have a soundtrack. And then he literally said, wait a minute. I think I've got the soundtrack. And he just put they, you know, when they go,
yeah, they
didn't have any lyrics for that part.
Doesn't matter.
It was fine the way it is.
They're very good. Beep, bop, loop, bop, lop, bam, boom. Sometimes a lyric can be just simple.
And Paul Simon called Art Garfunkel Artie all the time.
Well, they were friends.
Still does.
They were friends.
Artie comes up missing, Paul did it.
Yeah, they don't really get along. I think.
No,
But hey, they were great back in the day. In any event, coming up, Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe, Christy.
Yes, Marilyn Monroe.
Good story in the news about those two. We've got Axl Rose news, of all things. We've got a dog driving a car. I love that when that happens.
I hesitate to ask this, but is Axl Rose the only rock star named after a car part?
No.
No.
No,
Manifold Jones? What?
Well, in the world of acting, you've got Vin Diesel.
Okay, I'll allow it.
What do you mean you'll allow it?
Well, because
first off, you said rock star. Second,
yeah.
So you're already out of the category.
So this is the way the show's going to be today?
But
I'm sorry,
rules.
counselor.
I said the rules, but
Josh Arnold, bug up ass.
It's both names have to do with the car part. Vin is your VIN number, and then Diesel.
Yeah,
is your
sure.
Yeah, sure.
So he counts twice.
Isn't his name like Joe Schlitter or something?
What?
Isn't it?
Schlitter?
Yeah.
Careful there, buddy.
I hope it is, but I doubt it. Ace, can you get on that car part name of a rock star? Oh, there have to be several.
I know you have some of those weird groups you like. Pantera has U-Joint McCall.
Well, they did their first reunion show this weekend, you know.
Who did?
Pantera.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe I
Cemetery
missed it.
Gates.
Did they put the span in spandex?
A Mike Reno reference? Oh, sorry.
What is his
They're
band?
going out with Foreigner for the farewell tour. Loverboy and Foreigner together.
That's a big deal.
Wow.
You never thought that had happened.
This is the last go-round of Foreigner, and most of the members of the band will be foreign to those familiar with.
Now, what did you play
Just
again?
the one guy.
No kidding.
Where were we? Oh, also coming up on the show today, we do have some Christmassy stuff that's very, very fun. And we've got the usual assortment of animals in the news, including, I mentioned, the dog driving the car. We have a bear, a gigantic bear in the news. I love these stories. Happening a lot more, it seems. We've got a deer with antlers full of something.
Oh, dear.
Coming up. But real quick, do you want to review the last of the games in case you're just getting up?
Well, the last of the games was the Indianapolis Colts traveled to Jerry World to take on America's team, the Dallas Cowboys.
Boy, it was really tight. It was going into the fourth quarter. It was
21-19, but then all
I fell asleep. What happened?
Oh, Willie.
Malik Hooker returns a fumble, 38 yards for a touchdown, and that's just the beginning. A 33-point fourth quarter for them Cowboys, and it propels Dallas a 54-19 win over the Colts. It says here a rout, but I'm not going to dignify that with a mention.
It was close there for a long time, but does this mean that one of the douchebags on ESPN is going to use the term 50 burger?
Oh, I hope so. They scored a lot of tutties. Oh, yeah, I like it all. I like it all. Tutties.
The firings begin.
You don't like tutties for touchdowns? No. Well, in your world of sports, Joey Chestnut lost the St. Elmo's Shrimp Cocktail Eating Competition over the weekend. Major shakeup in the world of competitive eating, or the MLE, Major League Eating.
Cost me $10,000.
Joey Chestnut. And by the way, if you are betting on Major League Eating,
There's an 800 number.
You might have a problem. Chestnut held the title for 8 years. He came in fourth this year. Jeff Esper took home the gold in this year's competition. He ate 16 pounds, 16 ounces of shrimp in 8 minutes.
Wow.
Good Lord. Wow. But remember, we've talked to Joey many times, and he says shrimp practically digests as soon as it hits your stomach. It's really it's really good for you. Yeah, I guess. If you want to be a major league eater.
Huh.
Really?
Do you
got to start somewhere.
You know anything? Anybody who'd want to be a major league eater, Tom? Might want to break into the business,
all I know is
maybe the minor leagues.
We tried doing the St. Elmo's competition on this show. And
Ace really gave us the old middle finger, didn't he?
Ace, after all this, I want the shrimp. And then it arrives. He ate it daintily and slowly, enjoyed it as if he were having a meal, while certain other people had to cram it in their mouths.
Really a belly drop.
We'll get Joey in here to find out what happened. I don't know.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
No, because you're just, I'm beginning to think you're just wanting the shrimp is what I think. It's delicious.
No.
That's got to be one of the more tasty contests. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They have all the foods, whatever
Yeah,
you
but
want
that
to say.
sauce is.
Yeah, it is spicy.
Do they have to use the sauce?
Yes.
I don't. They have to use the sauce, but I think it might be a weaker version.
Oh, really? Not as much
horseradish.
horseradish. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, your
delicious.
head had come off.
We have.
It would.
We'll get some of those Christmas requests coming from the various things. Mr. Godwin.
Yes,
You
sir.
got any songs in mind this morning?
I do indeed, yeah.
I understand Pat has a Christmas album out. Isn't that right?
It was all weekend long. It was #1 on the Amazon list.
What?
Yeah, went back to #1.
Yeah, it's called Christmas Bonus, and it's got mostly Christmas stuff on it, but there's a couple bonus things.
Like Bone Us, right?
No, like
Oh, that's what
bonus.
you're going for there?
Yeah,
that's not at all.
Like the bone.
That's a good
A joke about doing it.
Bone.
She loved that bone.
Christmas bone.
She want that bone.
What, can we get him to stop?
Somebody stop me.
Well,
She hold that bone.
I hope you had a great Christmassy weekend, and right now we're going to pause
Are you
briefly.
tired? Did you have a busy weekend?
Oh man, yeah, I got some relief actually yesterday.
Oh, did you?
really?
One of my girls was sick, so I got to stay home and not go to what would have been the 4th major Christmas event of the weekend.
Oh, well, thank goodness one of your children is sick. How nice.
Oh, talk about finding that silver lining.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, ever since Finn got that meningitis, things have been easy sailing.
First of all,
just
it was
get
hard.
the other one to catch it. I'll be on
No,
the
a
easier
6-year-old.
street.
6-year-old. I think that Hart actually. I think she just said, "Mommy, I don't feel good." I think she just couldn't take another
I was going to
Christmas
say,
event.
maybe
Man.
she wanted to
Here's
stay
the
home.
thing.
We,
You don't have to do all this. You're the captain of your ship. You're an adult. You're the matriarch. No, patriarch. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll.
There are tech executives and generals in the U.S. Army that are less busy than Finn and Hart Griswold. They are the most busy children. Their schedules are packed.
He's right on that.
Well, we saw. Let's see. I can't even remember we did so much stuff. We saw Santa again, though.
Oh, again, huh?
It's great. Oh God, I love Santa.
All hell broke loose with the dinosaurs live. I saw that all over my.
We'll find out about all that stuff. But first, you were safe at home all week because you were also ill.
Well, yeah, I had a little problem.
Thank you. And so you were calmly sitting in your home, feeling safe and secure, thanks to SimpliSafe.
Wrapped up with my college football and my NFL on my TV. And yes, my compound was secure with SimpliSafe. This season, give yourself and your family the gift of peace of mind, peace and protection. The #1 rated home security system, SimpliSafe. And right now, SimpliSafe offering Bob and Tom Show listeners 40% off a new security system. SimpliSafe named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News and World Report for the 3rd year in a row. And if you have an emergency, 24/7 professional monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology only from SimpliSafe to capture critical evidence and verify that the threat is real. You get faster police dispatch. SimpliSafe whole home security, advanced sensors for every room, window, door, HD security cameras inside and out, smarter ways to detect motion that alert you only when a threat is real for less than $1 a day. Plus, you have that SimpliSafe app. You can check in no matter where you are in the world. You can arm, disarm, unlock for a guest, that and much more. And don't miss your chance for massive savings. Our favorite security system, do it yourself. Design it yourself. SimpliSafe. Get 40% off any new system at SimpliSafeTom.com. Remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Coming up, the world's oldest land animal is still alive.
Yeah.
Happy birthday coming up to that particular critter.
Is this a good hint?
Yeah, that is a good hint. The accent's misplaced, but that's okay.
Is a good hint?
That's probably closer and yet still somehow offensive. We'll continue with that thread when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. How are things going, Ron? You're out on tour. You got a lot of live shows happening.
Yeah, they keep showing up, and I can't believe it either.
We have. I noticed you've got your guitar out.
I do.
Give that a strum. I want to see if. Oh, that's nice.
I'd like to sing you a song that could probably change your life. But I don't have one. So I'll just sing this. She don't have a boyfriend, and she don't really care. She's always real happy. She's got a grin from ear to ear. And she don't need no alcohol to find her happy spot. She found that a long time ago, and buddy, she goes there a lot. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, 'cause it's too much work just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Go on, flick it, girl. Well, here she comes and there she goes, dancing around on her tippy toes. Have you ever seen a woman just smile like that after sitting at home and just rubbing that cat? It ain't over when she gets back home. She'll be flicking that thing until the cows come home. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, 'cause it's too much work just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicky, 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 flick, flicky, 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 flicking the bean.
Has it. So that night they hit an iceberg and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally the bird goes, "I give. Where's the boat?"
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Santa's tripping balls this Christmas. That's not snow, it's Peruvian flake. Those aren't gummy bears, that's THC in Nana's old fruitcake. Is there acid in the eggnog? Santa's on the roof, he's gonna fall. Oh, someone call Mrs. Claus, 'cause Santa's tripping balls. Yeah, Santa's tripping balls. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Right now we've got Bert Chalice as our guest. Did you drive here from?
Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon. You know,
sure.
And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. You know, no rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you. Believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people. You know. They go by and bullwhip you, you know.
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, you know, those horse-drawn carriages, you know, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found out if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
That's a nice little trick.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello. Doesn't this music sound like you're driving down the coast, top down?
No.
Hey, Kookie, lend me your comb.
Oh, my God.
What is that?
Oh, no.
Don't
You
ask.
know what that is, right?
I don't. Let it be. Let it be.
Yeah, you do.
I don't, but
It's
I
a
will.
beautiful day. It's in black and white.
It's from the 50s.
The Cookie
Sure,
song.
yeah.
There's Pat Godwin.
Cookie.
Hey, check.
There's Josh Arnold. What are you doing?
This music is timeless.
Is it?
Oh, you don't like
Time
this?
capsule.
There's Ace Cosby.
I do have
Willie
movie news
Griswold
for
here.
Tom.
Chilling out at 100%, man.
There it is. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. Hello,
Thank you very
Tom.
much.
Tom, I believe it's this Thursday. I have my DVR set,
Oh.
but I wanted to let you know, and I'll double check the time. Turner Classic Movies, Good Neighbor Sam will be airing. And this is a movie that you talk about often. I've never seen it, and so I will watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Good Neighbor Sam stars one of my favorites, Jack Lemmon.
Sure.
And?
And the guy that would eventually become Joe Mannix.
That's right. That's exactly who I wanted you to mention.
And my favorite obscure Joe Mannix fact is the TV show Mannix was a cop show.
What was the actor's name?
No.
Crekor Johan.
What was the name we know him
Mike
by?
Connors.
All right,
I'm sorry.
then.
He was not a cop. He was a private detective.
That's right. But in the first season, he worked for Intertect, and that's when he drove the convertible custom-made Toronado. Some car person has to know where that car is. The great Oldsmobile Toronado.
Wasn't Joe Campanella the head of the...
Yeah, of Intertect, and then they changed it the second season. And significantly in the world of social... what's the word I'm looking for? Diversity on television.
Oh, yeah.
He had an African-American secretary, right?
Assistant, yes.
Gail Fisher.
Which was, at that time, believe it or not, not very common on American television.
She played Peggy.
In any event, Good Neighbor Sam is one of my favorite movies. It's somewhat dated.
Sure, but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
It has a great running gag in it.
Okay.
Involving the high-lows.
Oh, God. Who mentioned?
It was me.
Yeah.
I was. See, every.
Why couldn't you just go home, rent it on Apple, or buy it? I'll buy it for you if you never mention it again. It's just that simple.
Edward G. Robinson is in it.
It's
hilarious.
Have you ever seen Divorce American Style with Debbie Reynolds and Dick Van Dyke?
I have.
And Jason Robards? Oh, I love that movie.
I do like that one.
Those old movies are fun.
Yeah.
And I love a running gag, and it involves them doing a live commercial.
And you've sent me a clip of that, and I enjoyed it.
It's
so
hilarious.
Is that the way they did it then?
I guess.
No.
They've got the whole band in a giant studio, and they've got the car. And it's "That hurts, put you in the driver's seat."
Well,
they've got the high-lows singing right there live.
I don't need to watch it now, do I?
This is in Good Neighbor Sam?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about an ad agency. It's silly. It's funny. It's dumb.
So this is Jack Lemmon. This is what, late 50s then?
No.
Early
It's
60s?
probably early 60s.
Yeah.
So it's like a Mad Men.
No.
Yeah, correct. Yes, it is. But it's a
less
not as realistic.
Real.
It's silly and dumb.
I look forward to seeing it.
Just fun. Okay, well, let's see now. We have Chick McGee across the way at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk. We've got some
1964 is when
Christmas requests coming up.
Oh, bummer! Right after Kennedy. Wow.
He didn't get to see it, did he?
I bet that didn't do very well at the box
maybe
office.
if he'd watched that, he would have seen that running gag involving the convertible and would have put the bubble top on.
Did Bobby get to see it?
It could be. Let's move on.
Maybe.
Most likely, yeah.
Maybe.
Coming up, we have words that make you sound smarter or stupider. Well, that's all in the news.
What about this word?
I don't know what I think about that.
What band is that?
I don't know.
Okay. Is that a classic?
Yeah.
All right,
Doesn't have to be old to be a classic.
Okay. Now, what's happening over there?
Oh, it's Dead-Eye Dick. That's right.
Sporting scene.
Thank you, Dino. NFL yesterday, Joe Burrow, who, when he sleeps really well, he just dives underneath those blankets and makes this noise. Nothing for Burrow. Okay. I see where your head is.
Well,
now.
no, I'm just...
No. Talk some more about the high-lows to your buddy Josh.
You could say
Burrow, you in the driver's seat.
Joe Burrow is, he has 4 siblings.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, so he's one of the 5 Burrows.
Oh.
You could go that route.
That would be a joke, you see.
Yeah.
A beginning, a middle, and an end. Yeah, I like that very much.
That's not where I live, man.
Yeah.
I don't live on Joke Lane.
Chick, when Joe Burrow gets really cozy in his little blankets, what's the little noise that he makes? I like.
You know he does.
Why wouldn't you?
Do you make a little noise when you get in bed?
Yeah.
Do
When
you?
it's especially when the bed's just been made, I go, oh yeah. Get in there.
Now, when you get in bed and make a little noise, Josh, is it your money's on the table, Misty?
Just we lock the door on your way out. That check's good, I promise.
I love it when I get the guffaw from Ace. I'm sorry. So Joe Burrow, the excellent quarterback, one of the greats, for sure.
He's beaten the Chiefs 3 times in the year 2022. And Samajay Pirine, who couldn't gain 3 yards for Washington, evidently is now a running back. He 106 yards yesterday with Joe Mixon out of the lineup for the
I am not a crook.
I am not a running back. I'm injured. I'm sick. Henry, my name's Zach. I'm the head coach. No, Henry. Pray with me, Henry, for I be healed.
How old's Kissinger? Like 98?
I don't know, but he's still got...
I'm convinced inhuman. I can't believe he's always been old.
Yeah.
Like that part in the Green Mile. Everybody who put up with Nixon gets an extra 20 years. It's like the Green Mile. Bengals win yesterday in Cincinnati, 27-24 over the Chiefs. Their first meeting since the Bengals won the AFC Championship game last year. Patrick Mahomes,
my man,
and the Chiefs missed their chance to avenge 2 losses to Burrow and Cincinnati last season. The Bengals beat the Chiefs January 2nd to clinch the AFC North title, then won 4 weeks later in overtime to advance to the Super Bowl. Burrow threw a go-ahead 8-yard touchdown pass to Chris Evans. That's right, Captain America. That's how he stays in shape. With 8:54 remaining. So go Houday, Tom. I'll teach you something. Houday.
I know how.
Houday. Who they think going to beat them Bengals? Come on.
Apparently not Kansas City.
No, that's not your. You got to say Houday.
The bet that Mahomes made with himself, I thought was a little. He said, "If we win, I will love my new child, and if we lose, I will never love my new child."
Wow,
so, isn't that rough? Yeah,
that is rough.
You know, they're all named after metals, like it's bronze and sterling.
Cool.
And I think the dog's name is like Mercury or something. It's wild.
It's kind of cool.
It's crazy over there at the Mahomes house.
They can afford to be crazy.
Oh, they can.
Yeah.
San Francisco quarterback and arguably, well, no, not arguably, the best-looking man in the National Football League. It's either him or Kevin Stefanski. Jimmy Garoppolo.
I'm Stefanski. Already know.
I'm sorry, what song is that a parody?
It's I'm so fancy.
I'm not familiar with
Is it Azalea?
Who?
It's because it happened in the last 5 years.
It's not the high-lows. You wouldn't know it.
Is he Azalea?
Wasn't she canceled?
No, that was.
I don't think so.
Which one was that for yelling at somebody at a donut shop?
I can't keep track.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo out for the rest of the season. He broke his left foot.
Aww.
I broke my left foot. My left foot, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Sure.
Anything at all?
I didn't know he talked that. I've not seen it.
I don't remember him talking like that.
Didn't he talk normal? It was just his foot.
No. He was all twisted around.
He wasn't the elephant man.
Yeah.
He was real knotted up.
You
You know,
know,
the
I get
original
a-
title of that was
You get
Pretzel
'em-
Boy. Did you know that? But they thought that was kind of cruel.
Really?
Yeah.
I do
Is he
get
really
the
all
elephant,
knotted up?
elephant man and my left foot mixed up.
Do
I
ya?
don't know why that is. Why is that, Tom?
I don't know. I didn't go to see that movie either. It looked too depressing.
That and radio. Cuba Gooding. Anybody like radio?
What about the new Pinocchio? Does that
That
look?
looks great.
I've
You're
never
out of
cared
your
for
mind.
that story, so I can't watch it.
It looks dark.
Is this the one with Tom Hanks?
No, that one already came out.
Yeah, that one
This
got
is the
universally panned.
This is
Shape of Water guy.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, and it's what do they call that? Claymation.
Claymation. Everything is stop animation.
And it's I read somewhere that they have to do for each second of the footage, they have to move the characters 24 times.
It was featured on CBS Sunday morning.
No, really, I guess it takes tens of thousands of hours to do it.
And I agree. I think that's awesome. I mean, they made these puppets. But it just looks so depressing.
Pinocchio's always been weird and off-putting.
Del Toro got anything to do with it? You know, he made Shape of Water or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah, he won the Academy Award.
I got through 10 minutes of that and said, whatever this is, I don't want it.
And a woman fell in love with
I liked it.
A woman fell in love with the creature of the black lagoon.
Sure. He looked just like him.
Hot fish.
Well, they got to tell the story quicker.
Hot Fish was the original title of that. Isn't this really unraveling
Double
some...
feature, Hot Fish and Pretzel Boy.
This is the problem with it. When I try to watch movies at home.
What is the problem, Tom?
You get up and move around.
Your kids aren't sick enough so you can have some time to yourself?
No, I'm just saying, if in movie theaters, I might have sat through that. But when I'm at home and after 10 minutes, okay, are they going to start this movie? No, I'm leaving.
Well, it turns out that, I'm not going to say which character it was, but it turns out the guy that could swim is a god, and he could just wipe away a bullet wound. So he could have changed all.
When they referenced him as a god, it was used as a...
Here we go.
I'm out already.
Hyperbole, it wasn't necessarily. It was the one
use your
man's
fancy
theory
words
on
like
it.
hyperbole. It sounds like a bar.
Well, you know, when you
Piece
guys
of crap.
you want to talk cinema, let's talk cinema.
I'd rather talk good movies.
Wait a minute.
Toy Story. Now we're talking.
Hang on a second. If you're not watching the video to see Josh make a statement like that and take a drink of coffee, you're missing 90% of the
It's like he's spiking the ball after a touchdown.
That's exactly. Dropping the mic.
Yeah. Oh, except there's been a penalty flag thrown.
I just have a really hard time with my head seeing you sit down in a nice comfy chair and watch a movie at
That's
home.
what I'm saying. I can't.
Do you have a place where you watch?
No.
I've never seen him comfortable once in my life. He's never relaxed. He's never put his feet up.
You don't have a hassock where you put your feet up?
He always falls asleep. A hassock?
We got to get him a hassock.
We must get you a hassock.
See, I love the word hassock, as opposed to ottoman.
Right.
Yeah.
Put your feet
Ottoman
up on
sounds
the
too
hassock.
Ottoman sounds too ethnic. Like you're gonna, purge the Armenians.
We can't even have turkey at Thanksgiving. It sucks.
Send in those hassock fighters. They'll take care of them.
So you don't have a place where you just can get comfortable and watch a movie?
There is one. I just never go
Do
there.
you every day fall asleep with a newspaper on your face?
No, I read the newspaper. I've got 3 different newspapers on my phone, like everybody else. Right?
Okay, on your phone, you fall asleep.
Occasionally, but usually not.
Occasionally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll say this again. Do you know how many emails and correspondence we get from people spotting you around town sound asleep? Do you know?
In a parking lot at Starbucks.
Hey,
he's in the center lane of 465.
Well, I was parked there this weekend as the
I just
construction
thought you guys
continues.
should know. Maybe somebody should come get him. He's at the paint store up here in the north side.
I thought we should get him.
A quick cat nap. Now,
More sports coming up.
Yeah, I will remind you that it's the gift-giving season, of course.
Oh, Santa Claus visited my house this weekend.
What did he bring you?
Well, maybe some people here in the room got their gifts. I'm not sure. And maybe some didn't. But I'm not
He
going
looks
to...
right at me. Son of a
Well, sometimes you're stumped. What do I get him? I can't think. What do I get her? How about some steaks? That's what I'm getting almost everybody on my Christmas list this year. That's right, steaks. My brother's.
Tell me about it, Tom.
Well, it started with my brother's sending him some Omaha Steaks, and the steak expert in this room, of course, is Josh Arnold. Josh, tell me more.
I'd love to. Omaha Steaks are the true steak experts. In fact, they have a group of people called the Steak Experts. How about that?
How about that?
And they've put together special gift packages to help take the guesswork out of gift giving and to make you a holiday hero. Oh, I'd love a holiday hero. Maybe a little ham, some
How about some
Swiss
steak on
cheese.
it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I got confused. Go be a hero at omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, use code BTS at checkout. You're going to get an additional $30 off your order. Boy, oh boy. This thing is just filled. These packages are amazing. They have legendary butcher's cut filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers, and even easy-to-prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash, like that meat lover's lasagna that bubbles up so wonderfully in the oven. Don't forget those jumbo franks, by the way. Don't you dare call them hot dogs. They are so much more than that. They plump up beautifully. Your family's going to go crazy for them. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com, where there's 50% off site-wide, by the way. What are you waiting for? Plus, use promo code BTS at checkout. You're going to get an extra $30 off your order. So, 50% off plus $30 off. My gosh, you can't afford not to order Omaha Steaks. By the way, it's really fun. You go on there and you create your own gift package because you know what your friends and family love. Send it to them. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required.
All right.
Or you can send them one of those fruitcakes. Yikes.
Oh, boy. Did you hear the silence after you said that?
Yeah, that's my whole point.
Yes, no one wants it.
Yeah. But I started sending these to my brother a few years ago. Then I realized I've got lots of friends that live out of town, and they'd rather have that than a tie. Well, it's always appropriate. Who doesn't love a delicious and delightful steak? Coming up in sports, Chick McGee?
Well, more news from around the NFL, and also we've got a world record involving a sharp object. Okay, so be careful.
Okay.
A knife?
Huh?
A sword, a knife?
Close.
What, do you got a needle over there? What are you working with?
No. You might lose a finger.
Some cheddar? It's another way of sharp.
That really broke me.
Sharp cheddar.
And we'll update you on the Furniture Wars, where, of course, the Hassics overthrew the Ottoman Empire.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah. A nation of people with their feet up. Yeah.
I believe the Schifferobes eventually overcame everybody.
I would like the word hassock, too. It's very fun.
Yeah, I used that the other day, and I got what are you talking about?
So you would say Dick Van Dyke tripped over the hassock, not the Ottoman?
Yeah.
No, I would say Ottoman, but in here the word hassock I knew would be a trigger. And it's a fun word.
It's a trigger. Tom's trigger words are just words that delight him.
Like Davenport.
Yes.
Davenport. Why don't we use Davenport anymore, huh?
My grandmother used that word all the time.
Davenport?
Yes.
Come on here, dog.
Did you
Go
use the
sit
word?
on the Davenport.
Now, let me ask you this. I'm about to move, so I'm unloading some furniture. Do you use the term love seat?
Yes,
for
I
the
do.
smaller sofa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what else would you call it?
I'm just curious.
You've never heard the word love seat?
Yeah. It just seems so fun. It's so fun. What a nice word.
Yeah, two people in love sitting on a
But I mean, then so the love seat essentially seats two,
right?
And then you've got the regular couch,
right?
So why isn't that called, the killing block?
Yeah.
Your love starts in the two-seater, then you move over so you got some leg room.
You want to stretch out a little bit, man?
Open wide, toots. We're moving to the.
I asked you last week if you ever did it while you were watching TV, whether you called her toots or not, and you wouldn't tell me.
I don't. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
The best fudge comes from Uranus. Oh. Uranus, Missouri. That felt good. Tastes even better. Wow. That's right. Fudge from Uranus. I'm not fudging with you. We're literally in Uranus. That's the mayor of Uranus, and you can get your fudge out the back door at UranusGeneralStore.com.
Welcome to Uranus! Let's make Uranus great again.
Fudge, yeah! Fudge, 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 fudge! Fudge!
Drink fast.
Okay, you got the rules now? All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Not Safe for Work edition.
Yes.
Of Poetry for Neanderthals. All right. Everybody's got their cards ready to go.
Right.
Yep.
Pat Godwin. Ace Cosby.
Got it.
You remember, one-syllable words are the key here. Chick McGee.
Ugh.
Okay. Josh Arnold.
Me got it.
Okay. That's fine. Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's
you
very
know,
good.
that
This
would
is
be a
Tom
female caveman, wouldn't it? Yes. Ready.
Okay, you ready to go? Now, Chick, you're going to start.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I want you to
hints.
give us some hints.
Okay, now.
And we have to guess.
Your first word.
Give us the word, please.
Hole.
What?
Hole.
Vagina.
Face.
Mouth.
Close.
Nose.
Ear.
Eye socket.
What, can I say no?
Yes, that's a one-syllable word.
Tongue.
Throat.
Now, what, yes.
Okay, so now you try to get us to guess the second phrase.
Deep throat.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Well, someone jumped all over that one.
Boom.
Little deep throat from Christy Lee.
I don't want to brag, but those were amazing clues.
Yes.
Okay. Christy, you take a shot at it.
Twice.
Double.
2.
Twins.
Testicles.
Balls. Oh. Is that okay? Breath. Oh, boob.
No.
Gang.
No.
Stool samples.
Kidneys.
Three-way.
Coop.
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 What?
Cock.
Chick.
Cocks.
Chicken. Little.
Small cocks. Smallpox.
Smallpox. Yes.
Is it smallpox?
It's got to be small.
Tell us.
No.
What's our hint? 2?
2. Twice.
Come.
Double dong.
2 twice small.
And coop.
Coop. Little.
I know.
Sports car.
Douche. Deuce.
Little
Yes.
deuce coop.
Deuce on my chest.
Deuce on my chest.
Drop a deuce.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's the expression.
Wait a minute.
Wait, we made that up.
We tried to.
Drop a deuce.
It says
it's
drop
there.
a deuce.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this is certainly not safe for work, but it's safe for radio.
Poetry for Neanderthals. Thanks, everybody.
Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, the Amish answering machine.
Hello, Graber. Are you there?
Hello, this is Graber. I cannot come to the door right now. I'm picking out my wardrobe for tomorrow. Please leave a message when I yell the word beep. Beep!
Graber, this is Carl. And listen, I have front row seats to a bond raising. Please get back to me. Goodbye.
The Amish Bell answering machine. Batteries, tape, electricity not included.
Greba, listen, I know you're in there. Pick up.
I said beep.
All right. Get back to me. Goodbye.
Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
I said beep.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor Gail, very
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend. And I found this out. His name is
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all messed.
I couldn't go because Hart got sick, so I stayed home with little Hart. But she's fine. I think that she might have been Christmased out.
You can't be in public.
Because we also went to Trader's Point and did the creamery.
That's fun, yeah. Oh, you're right in my neighborhood. You
We
should
lucked
have
out.
stopped by.
Santa was there.
Oh, good.
In any event, lots of stuff to do. We'll give you some more ideas of things you can do. Also tell you about PBR Rodeo. Unleash the Beast. Coming.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi. I'm getting my hair all cut off for winter. I can't take it.
No, don't you do that.
Oh, do it. Yeah, that'll be cute.
Short and sassy, right?
No.
The only reason you don't is because of
being rolled around.
No, I do not look good in short hair.
I don't believe that.
Well, you're very kind, but
Christy, you look beautiful. Don't do anything to your hair.
it's just the static electricity. It's always in my...
What about
I would, if I could have hair like yours, it wouldn't be static electricity. You could just come and give me 30 amps every morning at 6 a.m. and I'd be okay with it. Oh, got a nice head of hair.
Remember when she had her hair cut?
His eyebrows are singed.
She had her hair cut like Jonathan Lipnicki and Jerry Maguire.
Oh, that's back when I had perms, too. That was a little different.
Yeah, the perm was not your look.
No.
The perm was really no one's look.
I really wanted to be Stevie Nicks, and it never turned out right.
With the perm, did the carpet match the curtains? You know what I mean?
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
What?
Could you go do anything but this line of
ask that
discussion? Yeah. Let's see.
Hi, Pat Godwin. How are you?
I'm good, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, everybody.
How you feeling, Willie?
He's stuffy.
Yeah, I'm pretty stuffy still. I'm okay, though. I've been on antibiotics.
You're
since
kind of
Friday.
like the shows. The Bob and Tom Show's kid. You know that. I mean, we all worry about you.
Yeah, we do.
We all just like, and of course, he won't tell us anything because his credo, he has many credos, but his is, don't tell anybody what's going on in your life, ever, period.
They're not joking, man. They really do worry about you.
What do you mean?
We do.
We do.
I'm just saying, they worry about you.
See, there's in the world of medicine,
Josh does.
there are privacy regulations, as you know.
Oh, HIPAA laws.
HIPAA laws.
Of course.
Oh, is that what you're protecting?
Yours truly,
here?
of course, the king of hip.
What do you didn't hit me up until like Friday of last week.
Yeah.
I was sick for 3 days until I got a phone call.
Every day I texted you, can I bring over some soup?
Is that true?
I don't.
I have the record, right?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Every day.
All right. Read a text to
You don't think Tom reaches out? I think he does. He reaches out to me when I'm sick.
Here's the check.
Brings me hundreds of dollars every day I'm sick.
Okay, what day do you want to start with there?
You sent me.
I sent you. Here's like 15 different urgent care places.
I'm
not going to take you, but here you can find one for
You know what he would have rather heard? I hope you get better soon. I love you, son.
There you go. How about this one? Friday. I hope you're feeling better. Can I bring you some soup or some lunch?
I love you. Well, that's what Willie said. That you reached out Friday.
Then later on, another day, would you like me to grab you some soup from someplace?
That's Friday. That's Friday. That's the
I'm leaving the Broad Ripple area in 10 minutes. Can I pick up your laundry and get you some soup?
Oh.
What is it with you and soup?
Do you think soup
I grew up in Shaker Heights, Ohio, where I learned that the cure for everything is, of course, Soup.
You work for the
This
soup
is a tradition
committee,
from the Judeo-Christian.
I had a lot of
primarily the Judeo.
I had a lot of soup delivered. That helped out. My dad did grab the. I needed my suit picked up from the dry cleaners. He grabbed that for me. Thank you for that, Dad. It was good. He's just not a very good check-in kind of guy.
Yeah, he's not a very nice
I check in
caregiver.
texting wise.
He's more of a delegator kind of guy. If that makes sense.
Hey, will you go care about my son for me? I really appreciate it.
Amy's bringing
Change the
some soup
subject
and a
right
hug.
now.
Oh boy.
Can you be at his graduation? Because I can't.
Here we go. Here's another offer for soup.
Another offer.
and then honest to God, yesterday, I'm not kidding. I went
yesterday. You asked him if he wanted.
No. When Hart was sick, I said, "Okay, I'm going to go."
What kind of soup?
What was it called?
Some soup.
Harvest something.
Oh, that's good. Is it from Panera?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, but sometimes you just check in on people to check it. You're not a Panera Bread newsletter. You don't just talk about soup constantly. Say, hey, are you okay?
That butternut squash
What are your
soup. That
symptoms?
was good.
Yeah, but the one I went to, apparently they were growing the butternuts.
Oh, yum.
They took entirely too long for my order.
Well, it was nice, hot and fresh, wasn't it?
Siege, but delicious.
Well, then no, they've lost me as a customer.
No. They were having a
How much bad publicity can you afford?
day.
I'll take my business across the street.
You can't swing a dead cat without hitting the bagel place around here, by God.
Yeah, Willie's doing fine. I'm glad you're well. Did a nice little speech the other night, even though you were sick.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
His brother's wedding
Yeah,
reception.
I'm sorry I had to miss that.
It was great. It was fun.
So I was there for 15 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, I was sick.
But it's time to push on. And we have coming up the world's oldest animal, apparently. They're saying now the world's oldest land animal.
I didn't give that to you because it didn't say Guinness on it.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
There's
no record, really.
No, how could
I'm intrigued by the story because this thing has been around since before Teddy Roosevelt, right up. John Adams, I think, was president or some crazy thing.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's nuts. Bengals win yesterday. We talked about that. San Francisco wins yesterday, 33-17. Jimmy Garoppolo broke his left foot. That's all I'm saying.
I'm laughing because Chick earlier did an impression of Daniel Day-Lewis from My Left Foot. None of us know if it was
None
accurate
of us have seen the movie.
because we didn't.
Right.
How did you not watch My Left Foot by Daniel Day-Lewis?
So
Anyone?
I was young.
So depressing.
It looked boring when I was a kid.
Oh, it's an amazing movie about the human spirit.
I've got
Does he
What
paint
was
with
it
it or
about?
something? What does he do with that left foot?
No, he writes. He can write, and nobody knows he can write.
Okay, no, I have a
Does he get
serious
paid to give FJs?
I have a serious question for Josh.
He can direct. No one knew
Josh,
he could direct.
you know your way around the world of porno. I would assume that there was a knockoff called My Left Nut.
Why would you assume that?
It was My Left Foot and a Half.
Oh, even better. That's terrific. Because the world of pornography likes to take off on titles of contemporary cinema, and that I'm sure that was one of them. By the way, I'm reading an article right now. This guy about his uncle, the porn star.
Yes.
Whose name, his real name, by the way, at birth was Johnny Seaman.
Wow.
No way.
Seeman.
Wow.
Absolutely.
You're either going to be in the Navy or in porn.
Yeah.
Johnny Seaman.
Is that what he went by then?
Yeah. I believe it was Johnny. I just remember the Seaman part.
What do you change to? If you start with Johnny Seaman, how do you get a more porn name?
No joke.
Kyle, never mind.
Johnny Apple Seaman.
More sports coming up. We're going to talk college bowl games. I think there are 40 this year.
I'd really like to know the rankings, the college rankings.
Oh, God.
Are those out?
Yeah, how do they do those?
And you can be in a college bowl if you have a sub 500 season.
Yeah, they changed that rule.
Okay. Those might be about money. I'm not too sure.
Follow the money.
Also, coming up, we have a very unusual place for the ubiquitous QR codes.
Now, see, you're using big words, and I'm going to take that as disrespect.
Oh, boy.
Oh, if you don't have to take that as disrespect. I can say in disrespect, in very plain language, I can make it clear to you. That's almost a sentence I made there.
Made the list. You and your boy both made the list.
What the hell did I do? I'm on your side.
You're
Also, do you have a pesky Kanye West tattoo?
No.
We've got news for you coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Morning sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Perhaps you're watching the YouTube channel and hearing my voice right now. And for that, we thank you. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show, and you can be watching the show in real time. There is Chick McGee, and there's Ace Cosby. Oh, he's telling a joke of the day. And there's Chick McGee's reaction. It's on the YouTube, and you can see it in real time, anytime, even right now. Bob and Tom on our YouTube channel, The Bob and Tom Show. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Monday, December 5th. Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Joe Burrow threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another. Sama J. P. Ryan rushed for a season-high 106 yards. The Bengals beat the Chiefs in Cincinnati 27-24. San Francisco quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo will miss the rest of the season. He broke his left foot in a 33-17 win over the Dolphins at Santa Clara yesterday. And Malik Hooker returned to fumble 38 yards for a touchdown against his former team. A 33-point fourth quarter for the Cowboys. And Dallas, a 54-19 win over the Indianapolis Colts in Arlington. Other winners in the NFL yesterday: Baltimore, Cleveland, Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, Philly, Pittsburgh, Seattle, and Vegas, all winning. And in overtime, Washington and the Giants tie at 20 apiece. And the college football playoffs are official. Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and Ohio State have made the system, giving the Big Ten multiple programs in the 4-team field for the first time. The defending national champion and top-ranked Georgia Bulldogs and 4th-ranked Buckeyes meet December 31st at the Peach Bowl in Atlanta. Second seed Wolverines and number 3 TCU will play at the Fiesta Bowl in Glendale, Arizona, that same day at 4 o'clock Eastern in the afternoon. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a hot pocket, so you know where I'm going.
The bass player's wife was in the kitchen doing dishes, and she's listening to her son play with his trains out in the living room. And she hears him out there playing, and she hears him say, all right, all you a-holes, get off the train. And the rest of you a-holes, get on the train and put your luggage under the seat. Well, she runs out there, and she says, we don't talk like that in this house. Go to your room. So she leaves him in his room for 2 hours.
Oh.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
So she brings him out, and he says, can I play with my trains again? And she says, well, okay, have you learned your lesson? He says, yeah, I think so. So she goes back to the kitchen, and he's playing with his trains. And then she hears him say, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding with us today. Hope you had a pleasant trip. And the rest of you boarding the train, hope you have a nice stay with us today. And those of you pissed off about the 2-hour delay, talk to the bitch in the kitchen."
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16, and it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
We have also new to the show. His name is Ryan Belleville, and Ryan comes to us all the way from Calgary, Canada. See, we established the fact that you played a musical instrument in school, but you weren't real popular.
I wasn't. I like to think I was popular in the Mum Club. But I was not.
Yeah.
I was not the coolest kid, really. I know that's hard to believe.
You look like a pretty.
It
cool
is hard
guy
to believe.
now.
Well, that's the thing about comics. It's like they're. Well, I think a lot of comics are pretty cool because you hang out in clubs all the time and you get a little confidence, and you feel like you're doing something a little different. When you go back to the reunions, people are like, "What do you do?" "Well, I'm a manager of a regional blockbuster," and I'm like, "Ha ha ha! I tell wiener jokes for a living, sucker." So, like, there's that sense of positivity.
That is Do you have a card that says that?
That's right. I got a tattoo.
How do you spell? Sucker. Suck on that, huh? Sucker.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening.
But thank you.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Ready, Pat?
I'm ready.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello, Chick.
Hello.
Pat's ready.
There's Ace Cosby. He's manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, as I understand it, Pat's ready.
And give me just 1 second. Willie, you missed, I don't think you were here for what I consider to be in Ace's Mount Rushmore of Ace Cosby jokes of the day.
Yeah.
And Ace, I know that you don't like to repeat yourself, but would you mind?
Would you do us a kindness?
Would you be kind enough to
Would you mind?
allow Willie to hear once again the Mount Rushmore of Ace Cosby jokes of the day?
I don't remember it.
See, that's the problem. Ace, they're all in Ace's mind part of the Mount Rushmore.
Something to do with the pie.
Here's the thing, Tom. There are 4. You need 4 when you're talking Mount Rushmore, right? I can't think of one. So,
there's a couple that you enjoyed.
Next break.
Wizard of Oz one?
Yeah, why don't you just tell everybody?
And I'm just trying to help.
That doesn't help.
I said
Yeah, it does. It reminds Ace,
Here's
and then
the
Ace can get
thing.
this over with.
Hey,
if Pat knows, he has to tell you he knows.
That does not ruin the joke.
Well, no, of course
it
not.
does now. He'll forget you said. Ace, we'll do it in a couple hours. God, thank you. Rosebud was a sled. Jeez. Old Pat
ruined the end of Usual Suspects.
Bruce Willis is a ghost.
I know.
Don't ruin the end of Die Hard 2. Die Harder.
Let's do it for him.
There you go.
Okay.
Look at that. I knew he
Ladies and
ran
gentlemen,
the show.
here we go.
I'm so excited.
What did you write down? Come on.
Hey, Willie, there we go. Where would you weigh a pie?
I don't know. Where would I weigh a pie, Ace?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Finish it.
He has to do the rest of it.
Way up high.
You know, they say you can't go back home again. They're right.
Is that some kind of comedy, huh?
That's really good.
Boy, yeah,
The first telling was very good.
Yeah?
That's a fine
We
joke.
could have sent him the clip.
Yeah.
Right, we could have.
Probably should have.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
That's what, yeah.
So much for Mount Rushmore.
Ace, why did you choose to pause after you said somewhere over the rainbow? Were you just letting everybody in the room get their thoughts together?
You forgot.
I had to remember what I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, Pat.
Yes.
Your album, number one in the Amazon list over the weekend. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In the comedy section.
Yeah, exactly. It's not number one overall. Come on.
Well,
let's not be stupid.
It's not like Mannheim. What is it? Grafenberg Steamroller? What is it?
And Pat, you're not sitting somewhere ordering the album all by yourself, right?
One after another.
So streaming everywhere. It's called Christmas Bonus. And Pat, what do you feel like playing right now?
Oh, he doesn't feel like anything. I can answer that.
Something from the album, perhaps?
Something Christmassy?
Sure.
Okay, what do you got?
On the first day of rehab, my counselor said to me, they found you drunk under the Christmas tree. On the second day of rehab, the doctor said to me, no more drinking. They found you drunk under a Christmas tree. On the third day of rehab, my ex, she visited me. I tell you, you'd end up here. No more drinking. And what's this about a Christmas tree? On the fourth day of rehab, I got the DTs. 5 orderlies tried to hold me down and gave me a shot of Thorazine. And then I slept for the next 4 days to move the narrative on the 8th day of rehab. The nurse, she gave to me Prozac for depression, Valium for shaking, lithium for mood swings. I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. On the 9th day of rehab, my counselor said to me, your insurance won't cover 12 days. 9 days is your limit, or it'll cost you 5 G's. 2 cops are here inquiring about the man they found drunk and naked under the neighbor's Christmas tree. The end. Or is it?
Yeah.
That reminds me of another short song.
Yes, sir.
This goes back a few years. Times were different. People were different. People change. And here it goes.
Oh, the holiday season's on its way, and the carolers sing a chord. But Chicky, Icky, 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 Ick will spend Christmas at Betty Ford. All around the Christmas tree, they'll be singing our Christmas wishes, but he'll be making bunks with famous drunks while the crackheads do the dishes. Oh. Yes, the holiday season's on its way, and the carolers sing a chord. But Chicky, Icky, 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 Ick will spend Christmas at Betty Ford.
There you go. A little drinking holiday there.
Do you have any idea the hell I've been through trying to tell people it was a job offer and I didn't go to Betty Ford? And the more I try to deny it, the more they believe it happened.
Okay, sorry.
Do you care?
It's such a bouncy little tune. Is Betty Ford still the go-to drunk tank? I mean,
I don't think so.
Still a good one.
Because now, I mean, it's an industry.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? I mean, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they are everywhere.
When people need help, which is fine. But I'm just saying that was sort of the one there for a while.
Oh, did you hear that? Tom said it was okay to need help. That's exciting.
He doesn't mean it.
That's exciting.
No,
of course not.
Let me ask you this. Do you remember Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Sure.
Got a shiny nose, yeah.
The original, the only special.
Of course.
Oh, the Rankin Bass?
Yes. Well, Willie's voice reminded me of something, and I couldn't quite place it.
What are you up to over there, Chick?
It's Willie sounds a little like Rudolph when he's trying to disguise himself and wears the brown nose.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what he sounded like?
No.
It sounded a little like this.
Something wrong with your nose? I mean, you talk kind of funny. What's so funny about the way I talk? You don't?
You don't?
Wow.
That chick, I don't think what's so funny about what you're saying there, man. I think I sound just fine.
She said, I'm cute. Remember, and he lands and the nose pops off, and then
That's such a great special.
Oh, yeah.
points at him.
That and the Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
Yeah. Because
Right up until the ham-fisted portrayal of the snowman by Burl Ives. Big Daddy.
It's a perfect narrative.
Big Daddy who just
Device.
ruins the whole show.
Oh, come
He's
on.
wonderful.
Burl Ives. It's just a miserable human being.
You know he was a monster.
Never
Why are you all
never
over
talk to
Burl
Courier
Ives?
again.
How do you know what?
You know that he and Courier had a falling out, so he had to go to folk music. You remember that?
Did he have to give all his china away?
That's right.
Time to move on. Get back to sports.
Hang on, here's something for Tom, though.
Do you know this child?
The child is young Ebenezer Scrooge. You see, he is left here all alone.
Oh.
Nobody wants him.
Right.
Poor lad. Oh, poor lonely child.
Okay, this is one of the lesser songs. I wouldn't necessarily.
Probably the best song.
You're alone, when you're alone.
Look at how wistful he is.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting wistful.
This is sad.
Did they torture a kid to get this tape?
Yeah, I think so.
Why don't my fingers?
All right, little Jimmy, your parents both died. Sing. That's what they used to have to do back in the day.
I don't recall. I
He's
think I
still
saw
not
that
singing.
one time.
You know
when
that
I was
puppy
a
you
kid.
loved? Dead. Sing it up, boy.
It's some Broadway composers wrote some songs. Jim Backus portrays Mr. Magoo.
Well, of
as if
course
he's
he does,
and
but-
they're doing the stage play of the Christmas Carol, of course, Charles Dickens classic.
There's no denying how great that is. I mean, just look at how often it's played on air.
I was going to say, my next question, Josh.
I've never seen
Gee,
it.
when is that going to air?
It always airs somewhere.
No,
I have the DVD.
I do too. I actually like it.
Oh, here's more Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo.
There we go.
It's great to be back. Great to be back on Broadway. Great to be back.
You know this song?
Yeah, this is the beginning of the thing.
Top of the stack.
See, the
Broadway.
The setup is it's Mr. Magoo going to Broadway to do the Charles Dickens play.
Oh, and it is actually Mr. Magoo, huh?
Yes, and it.
You know, I guess
I'll let you borrow it. Chip.
Maybe we could start a new holiday tradition here, and all of us will go to your house, Tom, and we'll get together and
Yes.
we'll drink eggnog and we'll watch.
We'll
the
thread
Mr.
popcorn.
Yes.
Okay, it's from 1962 when it first aired. Featuring
All you have to do is pick a
Maury
night.
Amsterdam, Jack Cassidy, David
Yeah,
Cassidy's
just
dad,
pick
and of
a
course
night.
Jim Backus. It's great.
I guess Jim Backus was famous for outtakes and cursing while he was doing the Mr. Magoo voice.
I'd love to hear him. Love to hear him.
Where are those?
I don't know, but I'd love to hear them.
Me too. That would be great. Well, there are no TV airings of Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol for the next 14 days, according to my research. That's just a shame.
It is on Apple TV.
There
It is.
Oh, so I can watch it whenever I want.
Line
Great.
it up. There you go.
You don't have to buy any Christmas movies. They're on every channel this time of
know.
year. Just watch Elf and the Griswold Family Christmas movie. There's regular Christmas movies that people watch. Don't spend money on Mr.
What's
Magoo's.
wrong with your nose? I mean, you talk.
It's because I sound like Rudolph, doesn't it?
What's so funny about the way I talk?
Had a cold for a week.
Welcome back, Willie.
I've been sick for a week. Get off my back.
You know when you hear something and it hurts your feelings, but you're just like, no, he's right though. So it's like he's the man's right.
It's fun.
Poor snowman had a big toothache. The abominable snowman. They cut all his teeth.
Whoa, the
Abominable?
what? The what?
Abominable.
They didn't cut his. He didn't have a toothache. They cut his teeth out so he wouldn't eat the people.
I think maybe his eye saw it as he had a toothache and he didn't feel well.
I'd love to live in your
rose-colored glasses world.
sort of fool's paradise.
Do we still have Christie's music over there where everything's fine?
Oh, I'll have to dig. I do
Christie's
have.
World.
Tom equates that to Kennedy was never shot. Is where it starts.
Yeah. I'll
still
have
alive.
to dig that up.
Army saved him. He had a toothache.
Coming up in sports, I'm sorry, we did really. Did we dip into sports?
A couple more items from the National Football League. We got a Monday nighter coming up. Oh, the shoe of the week.
How'd you do?
3-2 on the weekend.
Did you hear they announced the Super Bowl halftime this year?
Who?
Yay! Isn't that interesting? A bold choice.
Well, if anybody can get away with it, it's the NFL.
They'll reposition it as nay.
We'll talk about the
which
college.
is the way I feel about him.
College football playoff system.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And literally, they had a live camera set up with the guys in the room, as you put it, Tom. And there are guys in a room looking at papers and watching the games. And
I don't want to be in the room where it happens. I'm not that bored.
We're also going to find out who the U.S. play next in the World Cup, right?
Those damn Nederlanders. Sons of Eve.
Netherlanders.
That's what I said.
Let's try it without the accent. Okay, Kanye.
They talk like they do from...
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You never been to the Netherlands?
That's okay, we're...
All right. I'm
Everybody.
sorry. I need
out of the pool.
I need a shot. It just hit me in the face with something. I want to remind you of the mission.
How about this?
Did you look at the moon this morning?
A windshield wiper from NAPA.
I didn't see the moon this morning.
Really?
You didn't?
It was out there.
No, see a moon
So
right
that
now?
we've just circled it with an aircraft. USA. NAPA is also on a mission to keep you in motion in that car and that truck. For almost a century, NAPA has been known for the quality parts and expert knowledge that drivers need. Today, NAPA wants to help drivers just like you hit the road with confidence with America's largest network of parts and care. For example, there are nearly 6,000 NAPA Auto Parts stores, over 17,000 NAPA Auto Care Centers, meaning you're never far from the quality products and trusted service that you and your ride need. Your life depends on it. NAPA. Find out more at NAPAonline.com to find a NAPA location near you, or you'll find out when you get there about something I like to call NAPA Know-How. When we come back, we have an art project that will make you want to start punching people.
Oh, I love these.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
That's my shtick.
Oh, it's a shtick now. All right, I apologize.
Shtick to your own shtick.
Okay.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
You use the sheepskin that you
Let's
use?
not talk about the sheep.
Okay.
Brings up some really sad memories.
Okay. Well, no, I know you've got
It's tough when you name them.
It's
an
a tough
original song.
breakup.
Here.
Yep.
This is an original song from the Electric Amish. Can you guys favor us with a tune?
Yeah, we play all originals because, of course, we're not even allowed to listen to the radio, so I don't even know what you guys hear.
Yeah, that's true. Well, go ahead, but I'd love to hear it.
Well, all right. This is a little song goes a little something like this. It kind of tells you who we are.
Oh.
Carl, would you look at Barry back there? He's playing those drums like a crazy Mennonite.
Yeah, for that he will surely burn in hell.
Out in the field for 40 days. Plowing and planting, break easy hay. My mule Ezra's pulling the plow. I bought him from Carl for some eggs and a cow. I work all day out in the sun. Oh, but after some meals, we start to have some fun. I say, come on, Greta, lights and lamps. We're making lots of noise and we don't got no amps. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. We'll help you build a barn. We just don't give a darn. We are an Amish The women folk up in Napa are working their churns for great Barry and me. Sweet, sweet butter, French make pies. Some of their cider about to make me high. Now these young maidens, they had a plan. They was out to meet us boys in the band. They said, the parson's gone, now's our chance. And we proceeded to have a big square dance. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. We'll stay all night and play, but first we all must pray. We are an Amish band. Give it up for Braver. let the rest of this solo really jam. We are an Amish man. Nailed it. We are an Amish man. And a born graver. We'll help you build a barn. We just don't give a darn. We are an Amish man. We are an Amish man. Yeah, yeah. We are an Amish man. Yeah, yeah. We are an Amish man. Yeah, yeah.
Yay! The electric Amish, ladies and gentlemen.
Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories, you know.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah. Right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was? Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, what the hell is this for? She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years.
Oh, that was a beautiful.
And the airlines, they tell you all this psychological stuff to make you feel safe. Like every time you get on a plane, they talk about the flotation seat. And they explain it to you. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I want. This one, they got everything just confused like that.
James Gregory is our guest. He's not a flyer, apparently. My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control. More
Yes. And the relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick, are you ready to laugh?
Ready to go.
Yeah, I got him.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Were you just now in the bathroom?
Yep.
You pooped?
No, I didn't. Not this early. Are you kidding?
I don't know your cycle.
Hey.
You don't poop in the morning?
I don't want to hear about this.
No.
Every morning.
10:15. Changing out a pond.
No.
Couldn't find a crammer in there?
Many
Welcome
years
to
back.
classic feminine hygiene, where we
Plug. Where are the plugs?
I remember I told you that story. This is a true story about this is really, really interesting. Let's see, I've got to be careful how I say who this was. Let's just say a person that knows a person that I know. The woman.
Oh, Liz Kendrick? Yeah, I knew you.
The woman claimed that she had not gone through menopause, so she could take several days off a month.
Oh, are you serious?
From her husband, right? Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally serious.
Yeah.
That's
love.
That's salt. It sounds like.
Well,
sad.
No, it's just deceit. There's a lot. There's a lot of other issues apparently going on with those folks, but nevertheless, I think that it's time that we. Oh boy, can you answer the phone for me, Chick?
Please.
Anything.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater, sitting in for Curtis C. Flush. And this is some other news. Well, we all know that money is getting tighter these days. Employers everywhere are starting to feel the crunch of the holiday season. And that includes even Santa Claus. Wow. Yes, you heard me. Inflation is affecting Santa's operation at the North Pole.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Because of cutbacks, Dancer is now working at a reindeer strip club.
Well.
To supplement her income, Vixen is putting extra time and effort into a spicy OnlyFans account.
All right, cool.
Dunder is now doing a morning radio show in DeLand, Florida. As part of the morning crew, Dunder and the Chief. Tom, I don't know. I'm not familiar. Where is DeLand, Florida located?
Boy.
Dick, it's near to sea.
Oh, I get it. That is great stuff. Hey, because of cutbacks, the elves in the workshop have largely been replaced by elves in an unnamed Asian country. That's right. Prancer landed a job as the third gay guy on CNN's New Year's Eve show.
Okay.
What? That's my favorite.
Prancer.
Wow. Prancer.
We got it.
Rudolph is now working part-time, working as a stoplight.
Oh, that's tough. Those are tough times, yeah.
Scold, Jerry. Because some areas are nearly inaccessible to reach by sleigh, Santa will have Amazon deliver presents to some homes. So kids, don't be disappointed if you don't find that bike or drum kit you asked Santa for under the tree. Go look on the porch. Meanwhile, Dasher has a new side hustle delivering food. He's calling his company Door Dasher. And finally, instead of leaving him cookies and milk this year, Santa is suggesting kids leave him a cash tip. That's right. So this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Curtis C. Flush. And this has been Some Other News. Merry Christmas. Come on, you son of a bitch. Work. Okay, it's not going to work. It's stuck. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Dick.
You son of a... Are you listening to a different feed? I don't know. Okay.
I love the idea of a father. Dad, we need to leave cookies and milk out for... We don't have any. We'll just leave them $1.25. I bet it's happened sometime.
$1.25 is such a funny...
You're going to tip Santa.
And it's not a quarter. It's 2 dimes and 1 nickel.
Right. Well, because you have to leave 1 dime to show that he was there, but he, you know.
Do you also leave carrots for the reindeer?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We had reindeer food.
Yeah.
Leave it out on
Oh,
the,
really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Glitter and little oats. And,
really?
Oh, yeah.
So there's a recipe out there for reindeer food that you can make?
Of course.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, everything's out there. Great Christmas cookies. Anybody have a great Christmas cookie this weekend beside me?
I did not.
I did not. No. You know what?
I
I'm going
haven't
to
made
bake some.
Christmas cookies
This
yet.
weekend, I'll bake.
I got to wait till the kid comes home from college.
I'll bake half the cookies that I didn't eat raw out of the package.
Boy, that really is the best way to go.
It really is.
The sugar cookie dough or
The chocolate chip. I like those Toll House break aparts.
Right.
Yeah.
I just think it's great that the dancers, that the reindeer have all those side hustles.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch CNN on New Year's Eve now.
Well, why is that? I forget exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
Prancer's going to play the third gay guy.
Oh, man.
Third gay guy.
Is that what we're doing now?
And did we find out?
I'm not.
He mentioned Dunder in there because it's not. Dunder's not a tradition. That's not
in the song.
Right.
Well,
but it's actually part of the original.
Yeah, and also it's. I'd have to look this up. Blitzen is sometimes it's Blixum with an M.
I bet in Germany.
Really? I've never heard that.
No, absolutely. Yeah, there's a whole.
Absolutely.
No, there's
something weird.
It's one of those things where there's different lists.
Okay.
And one of them's based on what? One of them's based on the poem, right?
Right. Yeah. There's something else that's.
I'll find out. I'll look it up for you. But yeah,
it's far too boring to do any research on.
Here's the recipe for magical reindeer food.
Thank you.
Raw uncooked oats.
Yep.
Sugar cookie sprinkles.
Yep.
Plastic sandwich or snack baggies. A ribbon in festive holiday colors and a paper for the printable tags. and you're set to go.
Oh, so you need what? 8? 9?
Oh, yeah,
How many
you gotta
reindeer
have
are there?
eight reindeer.
Well,
9 count Rudolph.
we would sprinkle it on.
On
so
the
they would-
floor?
Yeah. Well,
Well, you're a bit white trash. The thing about it is,
my house at the time when we lived, we had a flat roof outside. It's weird. It was a very weird elevation, and so we could sprinkle it out there, and then
that's
reindeer would land. The reindeer could land right there outside our kitchen door. It was awesome.
Oh, that's
really
so sweet.
Yeah.
And that's where they landed, huh?
Yep.
Okay, here you
Where
go.
the sleigh landed every year.
That's sweet. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner.
Blitzen.
Previously spelled Dunder or Donder, D-O-N-D-E-R.
What? Dander.
And Blitzen, variously spelled Blixen, B-L-I-X-E-N, or Blixum with an N. So, yeah.
Well, when it was pronounced or spelled Dander, it was also brought to you by Head and Shoulders.
Yes.
And wasn't it also originally Blitzenberg, but Santa made him change it?
Yeah.
It's a Hollywood joke.
And Rommel
Apparently,
used to take care of the reindeer.
All right.
Too real.
Let's see now. Oh, this is disturbing.
Oh, good.
Coming up, yeah, when I Googled this, I found another story that is just totally inappropriate.
Well, then let's not talk about it.
What you got?
It involves Christmas lights. We'll get to that. Oh, we have another Christmas light story involving a
And we have it every year. You'd think they would learn by now.
Well, we'll do that. In the meantime, Pat?
Yeah.
Now, you have a new album out there. It's called
Christmas Bonus.
Christmas Bonus. And it's a bunch of Christmassy stuff from Pat Godwin.
It's a lot of fun. It's good stuff.
And it was all weekend long. It was #1 on the Amazon list.
Yeah.
And we have an opportunity now for you to play one of the songs live for us. You got your guitar right there. What are you feeling?
Well, we're talking about reindeers. How about this? You know, Crystal and Amber, Roxy and Brandy, Angel and Ginger, Raven and Candy. But do you recall the most famous stripper of all? Susie the sober stripper had a very healthy glow, and if you'd breathalyze her, she would blow a .00. All of the other strippers would drink a lot to numb the pain. Susie would do her homework and never join their drinking game.
She was sober.
And one sloppy New Year's Eve, the manager came to say, Susie, with your eyes so bright, won't you drive us home tonight? Yeah, all of the strippers thanked her for getting them home safely. Susie, the sober stripper, she won't go down for you or me. No daddy issues.
Thank you very much. She was sober.
Many strippers are
safely could drive
work hard at their job.
It's a New Year's Eve thing.
Not as tragic as many think.
We have Chick McGee across the way. I can
Girls
see
like to dance.
They love it.
From here at the Bob and Tom sports desk.
Here we go. The top 4 have been announced for the playoffs, the college football world. Chicago. Georgia's #1. Michigan, #2. TCU 3. Ohio State back in the top 4 at #4.
Okay.
The defending national champ and top-ranked Georgia Bulldogs and 4th seed Ohio State Buckeyes will meet December 31st at the Peach Bowl.
Well, that's New Year's Eve.
In Atlanta. That's exactly right. At 8 o'clock Eastern. And then at the Fiesta Bowl, the 2nd-ranked Wolverines will play the 3rd-ranked Horned Frogs.
That's far more exciting than the Siesta Bowl.
Fiesta.
They just take a nap.
4 o'clock Eastern now.
Brought to you by melatonin.
They got a couple of sub-500 teams to play.
Arizona.
Everybody gets a sombrero.
What teams didn't make the rankings there?
Several.
Please listen.
Stupid world record.
Time now for a world record, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
A Nebraska firefighter broke the Guinness World Record for the farthest throw of an axe. Spelled here, A-X-E. There you go. Is it A-X-E or A-X, right?
They're both okay.
Okay. Jesse Rood, R-O-O-D, of Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah, I'm Jesse. What do you want of this?
Man, you're being rude.
It's more hostile.
No, I'll be rude. Axl Rose says he will no longer throw his mic into the audience after a fan
We're not done
says...
with this story.
That's Axl.
You know what, Christy? You're right. And
She was being rude. She told us what she was going to do.
Axel.
It's
Close.
Axe, you idiot. Not Axel.
And I'm watching this guy. I have a question.
Yeah. Oh, you're watching the video. How?
Of Jesse Rude.
Tell me everything.
Not Axl Rose?
Ravishing Jesse Rude?
It looks to me, I would have to have someone that knows what they're talking about weigh in on this, and since there's no one here that can. What's the distinction between a hatchet and an axe? I thought an axe had to be like a really long long handle.
I don't know the answer.
Isn't a hatchet this one looks like about the size of a small hammer? And
that's what it's saying. So. Yeah, if I had to guess.
He's throwing, these look like hatchets. I wouldn't want to be the guy on the receiving end trying to catch them. Well, that's a rough gig.
You don't do that.
So he's throwing it end over end?
Yeah, but it still, I mean, what a badass.
How far did he throw it, Chick?
It doesn't say. No.
Yeah, I was about to flip over the desk.
89 feet 2 inches, Josh.
That's a long way. There,
yeah.
That's a far distance.
That's almost 90 feet.
It doesn't have to hit a bullseye or anything, though.
He just has to throw it?
It's just to heave the thing. Wow. Although so he has the record for the longest throw of an axe. The record for the most axe cologne used by a group is the 8th grade class of Mrs. Fromson at Byron Junior High School in Shaker Heights, Ohio.
No, they didn't have it then. It's your son, Willie's, what you told me.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of axe.
I used to come out of the bathroom, and it looks like someone put off a smoke bomb in there. Just all this vapor coming out. Smelling terrible.
I wish I had saved the email we got back in the day that they essentially outlawed Axe cologne at the school.
I'm sure.
Because it had become such a problem.
Now it's just basically a deodorant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now, speaking of Axe.
But don't they have like a shampoo, too? And the whole thing? Yeah.
By the way, have you seen, have any of you watched this video of this guy heaving this axe?
No.
Dozens.
There is a.
I can't tell you how much I don't care about any of this.
Me and Josh, we were in the other room watching film before this.
Yeah.
We had
on a loop.
Hey, you jackasses.
We love this.
He's at the 38th annual Cornhusker State Games, and there's a crowd, it says here, of 2,000 spectators.
Well, they can hold 38 more, and I won't be there.
Well, I guess it says here the audience was extremely happy that he'd corrected his hook after last year's.
I think you should open with a joke.
After last year's performance.
Well, he's a brave man, firefighter.
Yeah, little Betty Bonner. We'll miss her. She was right there in the front row. But she was an elderly woman.
Yeah. Right. She was little.
She took an axe to the face. Took an axe to the face. Ironically, her nickname used to be Hatchet Face. Who knew? So you got an Axl Rose story coming up next, Christy?
Nobody wanted to hear it.
I want to hear about it when we come back. How about that?
All right.
Okay.
And we have my reindeer food getting, thumbs up. And Steve is saying, his name is Stephen McQueen.
He's a good man.
Your reindeer food. I gave the recipe.
What, did you make it? Did you use it when you were?
No, God. Okay. I hate reindeer.
You left out other stuff for them, huh?
You know why the glitter's in there, right?
Coming up, we have
strychnine. Here,
a reindeer being rescued.
Yes.
A reindeer rescue.
So remember the TV show Rescue Reindeer?
Has a friend, Rescue Reindeer. Doesn't she?
That's all coming up. Also, we do have Axl Rose in the news, as well as Pat. I think you've got a song for this one. There's another spill has shut down a highway.
Oh, no. Another spill song.
This time worse than imaginable.
I got you.
When we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
If you're looking for the best fudge in the world, look no further than the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. Let's go. The Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. We sell fudge and t-shirts and a whole lot more. Yeah, the best fudge comes from Uranus. It's homemade, that's why it's famous. Fudge packed, fresh daily. Real butter and cream, so tasty. You'll buy it as a joke the first time and the next time because it tastes so damn fine. So head on out to the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store and get the best fudge in the world.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Got some great live comedy coming your way, not just here on the Bob and Tom Show, but also some of our cast members are going to be out and about in the month of December doing live comedy on stage. Your chance to see him. Donnie Baker with an Indiana Hoosier Swing coming up Friday, December 9th at Union Township Hall in Decatur, Indiana. Then Saturday night, December 10th at the Lions Club in Portland, Indiana. A week from Saturday, December 17th at the Strand in Shelbyville, Indiana. That's a great venue. DonnieBaker.com for tickets and information. Josh Arnold going to be starting off his holiday getaway Friday, December 16th through Sunday, December 18th at Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky the week before Christmas. Another chance to see Josh Arnold live on stage. That JoshArnold.com for tickets and information. Lexington, Kentucky. I know you're going to come out and support this comedian. Pat Godwin is on the road as well. Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky, the same location, just later in the month. That will be this Thursday, December 29th, through New Year's Eve, Saturday, December 31st. That's right, Pat Godwin with his guitar to ring in the new year on that Saturday night, New Year's Eve, December 31st. Again, Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Monday, December 5th. The listing agent for the Victorian home featured in the Goonies film in Astoria, Oregon, says the likely new owner is a fan of the classic coming-of-age movie about friendships and treasure hunting as he promises to preserve and protect the landmark. The 1896 home with sweeping views of the Columbia River flowing into the Pacific Ocean was listed in November with an asking price of nearly $1.7 million. The Oregonian Oregon Live reports Jordan Miller of John L. Scott Real Estate says the sale expected to close in mid-January. Miller says the new owner, a self-described serial entrepreneur, will make his name known at that time. The camel batted her eyelashes and flashed a toothy smile for the television cameras at the Mysian World Cup. The camel pageant was being held in the Qatari desert about 15 miles away from Doha and soccer's World Cup. The pageant, a cross between the Westminster Dog Show and the Miss America pageant. The winner was Nazaz, is a majestic light-haired creature that overcame several preliminary rounds and hundreds of other camels to win the pageant at Qatar Camel Mysian Club on Friday. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show. Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yours truly, Artie Whiskey, frontier golfer with another true tale from the Old West.
Really?
As you know, I'm quite the avid golfer. I go out just about every day and play 18. One afternoon, I decided to head on home after 9 holes. Well, much to my surprise, I mosey up to my house and I see another buggy in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kind of sneak in the house and I find my wife in bed with another fella. I was rather upset.
I can see that.
I grabbed the guy, got him in a headlock, dragged him down into the garage, grabbed him by the manhood, stuck it in a vise, and squeezed it real tight.
Uh-huh.
He started screaming, "Oh, Artie, you're not going to cut it off, are you?" I said, "No, you are. I'm going to set the garage on fire."
say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom.
That'll be a big surprise.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chickie.
Chickie.
You don't like Chickie?
It's fine. Just don't call me late for dinner, okay? There's Ace Cosby, manning track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
Hey, man. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Hello, Chickinator.
I swear. Chick, I don't know how you're not in movies. The facial, if you're not watching on YouTube or a VIP member, you're missing 90% of what Chick's doing over there.
Oh, I'm quite the actor.
so good.
Oh, by the way, I know this is totally visual, and I'm not prepared to share it at this point.
Good, perfect.
Someone sent us a photograph of the great. It's in the context, of course, is the Grinch.
Sure.
The voice of the Grinch in the original brilliant cartoon is the great Boris Karloff.
Right.
Famous, of course, as the Frankenstein monster in one of the great movie versions of that. There's
We're
a photograph
talking about this.
There's a photograph someone sent us. It's Boris Karloff backstage on a tea break.
Yeah.
He's having a cup of tea.
Shirtless with the Frankenstein monster makeup on.
Right.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
We'll have to repost it. It's so cool. It's Christmassy. He did the voice of the Grinch.
Did you hear how long it took him
to say that?
It was shorter than your description of the college football bowls. That is,
oh, yeah. Would you mind going over that again?
So incredibly boring that
well, we have a list.
People will spend all day arguing about why their team isn't in it, and you can't measure how much I don't care. Okay, could we go on to something else?
No, we can't, because that is sports.
Why didn't you tell me?
I tried to, but you were too busy.
This is what you farted for.
Did you see that story about that guy?
Boris Karloff without a shirt on.
The axe throwing record. Did you see that?
Yeah, we saw that.
Hey, speaking of axes, Christy.
Axl Rose will no longer throw his mic into the audience after a fan says she was injured at a Guns N' Roses concert. According to the Adelaide Advertiser.
A sweet Adelaide.
Sweet Adelaide.
Rebecca Howe was attending.
Holy hell.
Freak.
Rebecca Howe was attending the band show in Adelaide, Australia back in November.
A sweet Adelaide.
When Rose threw his microphone.
You go to the end of it?
I was waiting for you.
Sweet Adelaide. These involve real notes. I can't do this.
Child of mine.
Are you guys singing?
I'm sorry, Adelaide, Australia. So Axl,
back in November, he threw the mic at the crowd. At the end of the performance, she says it struck her in the face, smashing her nose.
Oh. Hey, welcome to the jungle, bitch.
Serious damage.
Is that what he yelled, I hope?
No.
Oh.
And he says, baby, I believe.
Rose has since posted.
It's a jungle, baby.
Has since posted
like
a
that.
lengthy message to social media addressing the claims and wrote, quote, "It's come to my attention that a fan may have been hurt at our show in Adelaide, Australia.
A sweet Adelaide.
Sweet Adelaide.
I think I see the problem. It's her. She keeps saying Adelaide.
So this lady gets hit in the face with a microphone, and then what happened to her?
If true, obviously we don't want anyone getting hurt or to somehow in any way hurt anyone at our shows anywhere.
Obviously.
Boy.
In the interest of public safety, from now on, we'll refrain from tossing the mic or anything to fans during our performance.
If he wrote a word of that, I'll give you $1,000.
Yeah, no kidding.
Signed, Axel's attorney.
Yeah, well.
See if there are barbecue sauce stains on the note, then maybe he wrote it.
Yeah. Wow.
He's a fatty, fat now.
Oh,
he got fat.
So wait a
He
minute.
didn't get fat.
got huge. He got fat, but
So this woman
how
was
fat did he get?
So
It's not
Axl
that
Rose
bad.
heaves a microphone into the audience. First of all, I think I'd like to go on record. I'm wondering if it's the mic or if at every show they give him a dummy mic. Poor Pete Townsend had to ruin all those guitars.
I bet they give him a dummy mic to
I
throw.
wonder if it's hey, give him the cheap one.
Sure.
Don't throw the good one into the crowd. And hit her in the face. But by the way, her new nickname is also Slash. Funny enough.
Oh,
Knock, knock, knocking on my lawyer's door.
Oh, gosh.
What the
hell was that?
I'm sorry.
It's only the definitive version of that song.
It's the most overrated band.
Bob Dylan said he didn't realize why he had written that song until he heard Axl
until he got
Rose
the
sing.
check.
No, it's also you saying
Guns N' Roses. That
I made
album
that
is
up,
the
but-
best.
Yeah.
But you say Axl Rose, oh yeah, he needs to have a good conventional singing voice. One like Bob Dylan?
Yeah,
that
right?
Makes no sense. Bob Dylan
It's all about soul, Willie. Bob Dylan, that's his soul coming out when he sings about Hattie Carroll. That's right.
You hear people
Now, some of his
agreeing
cover
with Tom?
songs a little
I'm a
weak.
soul man.
Sure. We don't need him doing Afternoon Delight or Christmas music.
Man.
My baby, gonna hold it tight.
No thanks.
That's
why it's
We should do,
Did you see the video?
we should do that, Pat. The worst songs that Bob could ever cover.
Feelings.
Nothing more than
feelings.
Oh, me so horny.
Wapam Gangnam Style.
Me so horny.
Let me rub up on
Gangnam
that
Style.
ass.
The Gangnam Style guy sounds kind of like Bob. I gotta dig that.
Did you see the great video of Bruce
Call
Springsteen
me
dancing with the
maybe.
older woman at his concert over the weekend?
No.
She
There was an
probably-
older woman at a Bruce Springsteen
Like
concert?
older,
his
like
wife?
grandma, like
How old, like
90.
30, 36?
Good for her. Oh, it was so cute and sweet. It was just the
Top 10 Christmas songs of all time include Bruce Springsteen's version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's the best.
That's good, yeah.
That's a
Great.
good one.
It's so joyful. I love joyful Bruce as opposed to Bruce on
Philadelphia, that's his best song. We all know it.
I shouldn't do
I like that Philadelphia.
Happy Bruce, great.
Lesion on my neck.
Remember, it was about
Take Me Seriously, Bruce.
It was about Billie Jean King.
Have you heard
Remember Philadelphia
anything off his new
Freedom?
solo covers
Sorry,
album?
Ace is talking. My
I'm
fault.
sorry. What?
Bruce has an album of covers.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Have you?
I haven't heard it yet. I just read about it. Is it good? It's all like 60s soul stuff, right?
Soul stuff. I've only heard covers a Commodore song.
Brick House?
No, night.
Got to be Brick
No,
House.
wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, no.
She's a friend.
Okay, this is the famous. This is legit, by the way. This is Dylan doing
Oh,
Christmas.
come on.
Is this real?
Yeah, remember this from a couple years ago?
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane.
Who asked for this?
For he loves you just the same.
That's Bob Dylan?
Yeah, I like it.
What? Well, he
What?
sounds like
I don't know. I just like authentic voices, and that
sounds like a.
But Axl Rose isn't an authentic voice.
No, it
he
just-
sounds different than anyone else.
The level of dictum in that band.
You don't think Bob Dylan's had his issues with dictum?
Oh, sure, but yeah, I don't know.
Bob Dylan right now sounds like Dana Carvey doing Bob Dylan. Okay? If he ever did Bob
Dean,
Dylan.
do you like that Bob Dylan Christmas stuff? He doesn't care for it.
No.
No, he's saying, I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
that's why
sorry,
he was shaking his head.
That song sounds like a joke, like it came out of a cartoon.
If you want to see some real protests, play Bob Dylan Christmas for the little girls. See how they like
Yeah.
it. They're not going to have any fun.
They'll start crying.
Okay. Well,
Why is there a monster singing?
see, Pat, we could do one, and then you do the Bob Dylan Nashville Skyline voice on this, where he switches gears.
I don't know what happened throughout that whole period.
Lady, lay down your presents. Apparently, he claimed he quit smoking or something. So, in any event,
Slay Santa Slay.
That's it.
Good.
Thank you. You got it.
okay.
25 bucks.
Big brass
We have
sleds.
we
We
have.
have more stuff coming
So
up.
anyway, Axl Rose heaves a mic in the audience and hits someone in the face. And
That-
He didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, but it has to
So he
suck.
says.
but why do you throw a microphone into the audience?
I don't know. Maybe it was the heat of the moment. You
No,
don't
it's
know.
apparently he did.
Now
it
there's the song, In the Heat of
He did it at the end of every
this.
show, apparently.
A mic drop.
That's
yeah.
what I'm
Right.
saying. Maybe
It's like a guitar man
Didn't
throws his
Wait a
pick.
minute. Wait a minute. Hear him out.
Didn't
Now
wait a
Slash
minute.
throws his whole guitar out there. What?
Guitar man.
I'm trying to think who this was. Didn't Rod Stewart used to kick soccer balls into the crowd, and then he finally
Sure did.
someone got it right in the face, and they stopped that.
Now he just belches semen onto the front row.
He doesn't belch semen; he vomits it. Okay, a gentleman uses the word vomit. Okay?
I used to give
You
away,
could say pukes, being of a lesser.
I used to give away CDs from the stage, and I would throw them out into the crowd.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Wing! And it caught a guy right in the temple.
Oh, man.
And it was only like a couple of weeks ago I stopped waiting for the phone to ring because when I hit him, the blood just started trickling down his face.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I hit him pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But I gave an extra CD, though. Come on.
For the other side of his face. Yeah, we have matching temple scars.
No, Pat. Like you haven't hit somebody with your
When
guitar.
we come back, I say we make a pact for us to take turns talking as opposed to everyone talking at once.
I took a break. I let you guys step on each other. I listen to the replay. I'm out of the mix. When we come back, we have more delights for you, including Jolton Joe. Is that who it was? DiMaggio versus Monroe.
Jolton Joe, yeah.
And then we've got a dog driving a car, and of course, every year they have that. Was it Art Basel? What is it called in Miami? And there's always somebody.
Oh, yeah,
that's the place where
That's
the guy
where we had the banana.
stapled the banana. Yeah, it's sort of a.
By the way, I know what kind of car that dog was driving.
What was he driving?
A Range Rover. Thank you very much.
How did you know? The radio not work? Okay.
Are you high today?
You're laughing at everything.
Laughing at nothing's annoying today.
That's a great joke. A Range Rover.
Thank you very much.
No.
I'm going to take
Stinks
an hour
on
off.
ice.
Was that or the new Jeep Fido? When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show
Hey there, Bob and Tom Show family. Become a VIP member today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP. You'll be able to watch the live stream of the morning show at your convenience anytime you want. That's right. No commercials. You get to see what the gang is doing during a commercial break. Usually Tom doing something weird or chick eye-rolling Tom. Plus, you're going to be able to download podcasts, our catalog, other audio bits without commercials. You can watch the show on your big TV at home if you have Apple TV or Roku. VIP members, oh, look at that. You can watch us in your living room or in bed. Don't be weird. Become a VIP today. Go to Bob and Tom.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
and set off protests and demands for China's leader to resign. Commuters in Beijing and at least 16 other cities are allowed now to board buses and subways without a virus test in the previous 48 hours for the first time in months. Health experts and economists warn, though, it could be mid-2023, possibly 2024, before zero COVID ends in China. 2 power substations in a North Carolina county were damaged by gunfire in what is being investigated as a criminal act. A spokesman for Duke Energy said at a news conference with local officials on Sunday that damage caused the night before could take days to repair. Power was out for roughly 37,000 customers Sunday. In response, officials announced a state of emergency that included a curfew from 9 p.m. Sunday until 5 a.m. Monday. County schools will be closed. Moore County Sheriff Ronnie Fields says authorities have not determined a motivation. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Florida man threw a sex toy at his girlfriend, leaving the woman with a bruise on her torso.
I sure didn't think you were going to say torso. Bruised her torso.
Brain hurts.
They were arguing in a room at the Sun Island Motel in St. Petersburg around 4:40 a.m.
4:40 a.m. That usually means we're out of Coke.
You do all the Coke? Jesus.
How'd you like a dildo upside your head?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working his cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, "I give. Where's the boat?"
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Website. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, Christy Lee.
Hi.
In the performance room, Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
At the sidekick chair, Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
Doing
what Ace Cosby does.
There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee. I have a Mr. Magoo update, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, what Ace does primarily, of course, is look handsome. And today, just an extraordinarily handsome look, Ace. Thank you very much.
I didn't realize you were a briefs guy, not a boxers guy.
What's that got to do anything?
How do you know that?
The suggestion that he's not wearing pants right now.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm going to need you guys to come up to my level.
Gotcha.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Magoo.
No, don't jump stop. You missed the boat. Missed the boat? Nonsense. Missing stag beer is missing the boat. Every drop, every sip, every swallow gives complete refreshment.
Was he hammered?
Stag beer.
He jumps on a boat, lands on a paddle wheel, and sang lines in between getting dunked underwater for stag beer.
Wow.
And if you can tell there at the beginning, it's Jim Backus as well. Evidently, they only paid for one voice.
No, don't jump stop. You missed the boat.
Oh, my God, that's right.
I don't know what he's doing there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was supposed to be there. What is the visual, may I ask?
Some sort of shrimp-o captain, maybe.
Let's go with Cajun.
The same thought crossed my mind. It's very unfortunate. Wow. Yeah, I am a fan of the Mr. Magoo Christmas Carol cartoon special, which apparently is falling into disfavor, judging by the fact that it's not going to be broadcast, at least for the next 14 days, according to my research.
Well, I've got it. And Christy has a great idea. We're all going to go to your house, Tom. We're going to watch it together by the hearth.
Yeah, we'll watch.
The hearth?
Sure.
The hearth.
The hearth?
Yeah, you're right. That is how it's pronounced. It's spelled hearth, though.
Hearth.
Isn't it H-E-R?
H-E-A-R-T-H.
And remember, if I get sick, just go ahead and call the hearth. I'll be laying by the hearth.
I'm sorry. Let's move forward here. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
What kind of snacks do you have at your house?
What did you say?
What kind of snacks do you have at your house?
Snacks?
He has delicious snacks like
right now I've got a bunch of cookies.
Kale chips.
Kale chips can be quite good.
Do you have some Lay's plain Lay's potato chips hidden somewhere?
Nope.
Really?
No.
Would you like some?
No, I don't eat chips at the house.
Really?
No,
Have you found?
Wait a minute, time out. Don't you mean I'm not allowed to eat chips at the house?
Go in the garage and sit in the back seat of his car.
Have you found if you eat Lay's potato chips, it's noisier than if you don't eat Lay's potato chips?
I have snacks. I have those pretzels that are filled with yogurt or whatever it is.
Yogurt?
Yogurt pretzels?
Yeah, why don't you go to Ace for that? Ace doesn't eat yogurt filled with
You mean peanut butter pretzel?
I was eating those pretzels that are filled with yogurt. What are they called? Yogurt pretzels? Yes. Yogurt pretzels.
I don't have a lot of snack food, Ace. I mean, just kids stuff, little stuff the little girls eat.
That's probably what Ace eats.
Oh, that's true.
You like snacks?
No, yesterday I had chips and salsa.
Oh, that's a meal.
Now, it's time now to move forward with Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
The two-piece suit Marilyn Monroe wore for her marriage to Joe DiMaggio is going up for auction.
She wore a suit?
Yep, the dark brown
It's kind of a Hillary Clinton tribute.
Kind of a, yeah. It was Marilyn, then Diane Keaton, then Hillary.
Did you say the dark brown serge?
Dark brown, is it serge wedding suit with a white fur collar on the jacket?
Okay, here's a picture. It's a dress and it's not a it's a skirt and a top. It's not like a pantsuit.
No, they still call it a suit, even if.
Now, do they have the bag that she used to put over Joe's face when he was banging her?
You didn't find him to be a handsome man?
Jeez. The way that you can be so delicate about certain things. That's just so crass.
The suit is being offered by Gotta Have Rock and Roll with a minimum bid of
$500,000.
Anybody else?
$2 million.
$1 million. Wow. And the garment is expected to sell for between $1.5 to $2 million.
No,
it runs through December 9th.
The question is, which member of the Kennedy family will be the highest bidder? I can smell Jack. Okay. Wow. Do you suppose they shine a black light on it and make sure there are no traces of Joe? I would imagine on the honeymoon. Do they dry clean something like this, or do they leave it game worn?
They usually
yeah,
dry
that's a good
clean
question.
something.
You would?
Oh, yeah. You dry clean something after you've worn it? Sure.
Well, yes, but let's say this still had hints of her perfume.
Oh, I don't
whatever
think
she
it
wore.
would. Well, not after.
Yeah, I think you don't want to leave that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So, do you suppose that I know that there's that thing where you're trying to delay the arrival, if you will, of the you know what I'm talking about, Christy.
Yeah, the end of the
and
game?
it's sometimes
Is that what you're talking
sometimes guys famously will go through their favorite old baseball rosters. You know, Willie McCovey, and then that gives him a little more time. What do you suppose DiMaggio did?
Me. What did I hit last year?
My brother. Dom was, of course. Of course. Or do you think of like baseball, high and outside?
DiMaggio sure was crazy about her, wasn't he?
Oh, he sure was.
His whole life.
He took her a rose. Was it every week or every day?
I thought every day.
I thought every day we visited her grave.
How fascinating.
She's actually in the mausoleum there. She's
on a file drawer.
Yep.
Up high.
Well, actually, she's right at eye level. She's got a nice spot.
Does she?
She's got a nice
I've
spot?
been there.
Nice spot.
Nice spot.
Oh, nice spot.
I'm sorry. So they're selling her honeymoon
No, her wedding suit.
Okay.
Because remember, they got married, I think it was like at the Justice of the Peace or
They
something.
got married in a fever?
Hotter than a pepper spray.
That's right. A tattoo
What do you think the panties would go for?
Oh, boy.
$3 million?
Quite a bit.
You think they're out there, the panties? I bet they must be, right?
Some weirdo.
Well, she famously rarely wore them.
Making them more valuable.
That's right.
I guess so. What else is
A
happening?
tattoo studio in London is offering people free removal services if you have a Kanye West tattoo.
This is ridiculous. I'm keeping mine.
Now,
Put it this way. It's so bad. Kanye's doing so bad right now. Manson asked to have his Kanye West tattoo removed, but he's leaving the swastika on his forehead.
NAPA Studios announced the offer this month following the rapper's latest meltdown, using the promotional slogan, and I'm sure they pronounce it because it would be Yeezy come, Yeezy go, and it should really be Yeezy come.
Is it Yeezy or Yeezy?
It's Yeezy.
No, it's not. It's Yeezy.
Yeah, he went by Yeezy for a bit.
It's Kanye.
But
so
now
it
it's
was by
Ye.
But now
Right.
it's Ye.
Not
It's
Ye.
always been Yeezy, though.
But Yeezy does count.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do these people keep changing their names? Don't they understand branding?
Hip hop artists like to change.
What's Puff Daddy now?
Tom, a little easy on all these people.
Yeah.
Please.
He means musicians.
You got to relax over there.
It's because we let Prince do that thing with the symbol. If we had all said, no, we're not doing that.
Well, the buying public did that.
yeah, you're right.
Can you imagine his manager? It's a what? It's a non-pronounceable what?
The tattoo shop said several people contacted them in recent weeks to have their Ye tattoos lasered off, a procedure that can cost upwards of $2,500.
I got a better solution.
What's that?
It's Ye, but it's just Y-E, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just add an S. And then do some psychedelic stuff saying you're a big fan of the 70s progressive rock group with John Anderson.
Sure.
Seeing all good people. The most meaningless lyrics
The
of
thing
all.
about it is there are people who have Kanye's face tattooed on their bodies.
That would be a problem.
So what do you do with that?
You could turn it into Gritty, the Philadelphia Flyers mascot. Creative. You ever seen that?
Just kind of put some fuzz on them. And
I can't believe I'm saying this. That's a great idea.
Now, Pat.
Yeah.
You famously have a tattoo on your left arm, right?
Both shoulders.
Of your ex.
Mm-hmm. That was on the left. Covered that.
Now,
This is a Celtic knot.
When you met this new gal, did you warn her about the tattoo?
No, she had heard about it.
Oh, she'd heard about it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, we had an offer to have that taken off.
Yeah, when we were down in Louisville, that lady was going to take it off.
Okay. But it takes, months to get it off?
And money.
Well, that lady just held up a paring knife and said, I'll take it off. So it wouldn't have taken as long.
She had some surgical alcohol to clean the thing off. Wow. So anyway.
Stop crying, you baby.
This reminds me of something. I probably shouldn't bring it up in the air. But...
No, please.
Yep, don't.
Okay. I won't give the whole information. I've just been wondering if Chad Daniels has a tattoo he wants to get rid of. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh.
Right now,
he has Cosby on his back, doesn't he?
Close.
It's Cosby and Woody Allen high-fiving. It's weird now.
Have you ever seen that picture, Ahmad Rashad? And who is it?
It's O.J. Simpson and is it Bill Cosby?
It is Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
And there's one more, isn't there?
They're his best men at his wedding.
Right.
Just the three?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it's another one. I can't remember that. Yeah.
Now, coming up, Christy, give me the teaser, please.
Coming up, we have that big manure spill. We have words that make you sound smarter. And the world's oldest land animal celebrating their 190th birthday. We'll have details coming up.
Wow.
That's right.
Diane Feinstein?
Henry Kissinger.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Right now, I want to talk about men's health. Fellas, we've been talking about Roman for quite a while. Roman is now the digital health clinic for men. If you want a better sex life, listen up for just a second. Roman, of course, is famous for helping you access miraculous pharmaceuticals. They've been out in the market for a while, and you've been reading about them forever. Maybe you're thinking, this may be something I should get into. Roman is all digital, which means you don't have to go to some office and You don't have to worry about being embarrassed because everything is delivered famously in discreet packaging. And, of course, Roman is famous for their free 2-day shipping. Find out what I'm talking about by visiting ro.co/BT show. Think of it as a little rhyme. ROCO BT show. ro.co/BT show to knock 20% off your entire first order. Find out what's going on at Roman. They've got various things, including that testosterone test kit. They've also got access to various pharmaceuticals with great prices. Find out the details once again at ro.co/BT show. Tell them the Bob and Tom show sent you, and that'll knock 20% off your entire first order. If you're curious about what they do, once again, just give them a quick visit, ro.co/BT show. You will be connected with a healthcare professional. It's all done online, so it's discreet, and the access is easy. When we come back, we have many interesting things in the news, including deer in the news, and that would give Pat you an excuse for your new deer song. I'd like to hear that again. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Charles was a young prince he never thought he'd be king, finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Chuck. The Queen was his mama, Lucky Chuck. She used the Oxford comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Bucky Chuck. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. The Queen, she had her corgis. Chuck, Chuck. Prince Andrew had his orgies. Chuck, Chuck. He's wild, that brother Andy. King Chuck, Chuck. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved from good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies. King Chuck, Chuck. And dressing up for ceremonies. King Chuck, Chuck. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. King Chuck, Chuck. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule, cause he's got the family jewel. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. King but all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. King Chuck. Couldn't wait to get his hands on Horny Chuck. Said he'd like to be her tampon. Born in the royal palace, has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long, we'll have to write another song. King will.
I can't believe that's my son. Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I used to have a corporate job, but I figured, why should I have a job that pays $200 a day when I could be a comedian, make that in a week? All right. There we go. I like going to job interviews. They're the worst interviews. Greg, before we get started, would you like something to drink? No, thanks. Had a few beers before I came in. Do you have any experience? I don't even have an appointment. They always ask you questions where they try to make you sabotage yourself. Have you noticed that? They're like, so tell us, where do you think you could use improvement? As if you're going to say, well, I am seething with hostility. I've got a debilitating character flaw. I cannot stop throwing staple guns. Does this look like ringworm to you? You know. Tell us about yourself. Well, I've got pink eye and my foot's asleep. Got matching silverware for the plate in my head. I think I can fly. I collect ointment. What can you bring to our company? Head lice. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Next to you in the dumpster behind the airport. Where do I start? How do you like my weight belt?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
How's your son?
Oh, he's great.
How old is your son now?
Yeah, he's a little 4-year-old. He actually he loves Thomas the Train. Have you ever heard of Thomas the Tank
Oh,
Engine?
sure.
And they have different names, Donald, Toby. And one day he's got them spread out in the restaurant, and the waitress comes over. She goes, that's Thomas the Tank Engine. Is Thomas your favorite? Justin goes, no, I like Percy. Percy's one of the trains. But unfortunately, he can't pronounce his R's yet. Imagine my horror. The whole restaurant hears my son go, I like Percy. Who doesn't? Daddy does, too. Well, the guys who sit behind us do. That's my favorite. That's why you're here.
Yeah, Joey from Philly. He likes in the car.
And Sue, where's your old lady?
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that. I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah. Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried. You know, they're doing that internet dating, which.
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't. I don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score, and then I double-clicked on your mom's head.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 20.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's in his pink hat, Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Doing fine. I got a weird update.
Okay.
It's the only kind we do, right?
I'd heard rumors about this, but I'd never seen the actual story until just now. I just found it. What I'm talking about is Christy had referenced the great baseball player Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah, because Marilyn Monroe wore a brown, I think it's Sergei wedding suit. It had a white fur collar, and it's now being offered for auction.
Isn't it a serge suit?
Serge?
I think
I'm not
it's
sure what it is.
I don't know.
It's like a style.
But
right?
the problem, the point rather, is that Joe DiMaggio, the great baseball player, that I was in this rumor about him, and then I found this story. Pete Rose once had to help Joe DiMaggio in the shower.
Yeah.
The essence of the story is they were visiting troops during the Vietnam War, and they were in the middle of the jungle. And Joe DiMaggio needed a shower, and Pete Rose explained to him, "Look, we're in the middle of the jungle. We really can't do it." Well, I believe this was in '67, and Rose recently was discussing this. He said, "I'll quote here: all of a sudden, Joe DiMaggio says, I got to take a shower." I said, "Joe, we're not in downtown Saigon. We're in the middle of the jungle." He says, "I don't give a darn. I'm Joe DiMaggio. I've got to take a shower." So at that point, Rose said, "The only way you can take a shower is to get up in that chair, and then you take a bucket of water, and I'll pour it on you." So he helped him do it because that's how they would shower in the jungle. And the interesting thing is, Mr. Pete Rose said, the best way to describe Joe DiMaggio is he was a penis with a man hanging from it. Pete Rose that's great. Yeah, the Joe apparently.
I know,
incredibly good.
Very well hung.
Had a big one?
Yeah, cool. Great bat.
A big hanger.
So it's kind of a...
Yeah, Serge is a twill fabric. I did not
Marilyn
know.
had to choke up on it.
12-inch hanger.
Wait a minute. I'm so sorry. That was such a fine joke. What did Marilyn have to do?
Choke up on
12-inch
it.
hanger.
I'm sorry. So Pete Rose mentioned that Joe DiMaggio, he'd never seen a penis with a man hanging from it. And what happened with Marilyn?
Oh, she had to choke. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie, baby.
Hey, Donnie.
So what you're saying is me and DiMaggio must be related.
Yeah, that's right, Donnie.
I'm kidding. I'm actually hung like an infant baby. 9 pounds, 18 ounces.
And 2.
More like a cocktail
weenie. I don't
weenie.
know if I told you guys, but I'm bringing my new side piece, Misty, to Christmas this year.
Oh, with you, the family Christmas?
Yep, and they're shutting down Xanadu's, Tom, during holidays to fumigate for silverfish.
Wow. That's rough.
That is rough.
Well, this is going to be Misty's first day off work the last 14 years.
Oh, yeah, they all have for Christmas, of course.
Well, of course, she'll be missing out on a ton of cash. She always made more money in the holidays because she got this dance where she dresses up as Mrs. Claus, and then they decorate the pole at Xanadu's, look like a candy cane.
That is just wrong.
I swear to God, she does things with that candy cane pole to make you wonder how come she ain't got stage 2 diabetes yet.
Stage 2?
It's fire-ass hot. Her performance give Wilfred Brimley's a stiffy and a sweet tooth. Oh, and Christy,
yes,
don't get jealous if Whippy starts calling her mom here regular.
Uh-huh.
And he loves Misty ever since she brought him that tarantula. Remember the one you said he wasn't allowed to have?
Yes,
too
that
dangerous?
one.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Hey, Josh, I got a question for you. You had a snake. Did you keep your snake like in a cage, or did you just free range that bad boy?
Terrarium, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, because I want Whippy to keep him in an aquarium, and Misty wants Whippy to free range little spud web.
Oh, that was just calling him.
Bad idea.
Well, she's one of them hippie strippers, Tom. He's all about free range. Free range eggs, free range cats, free range babies. She's free range everything. Probably explains why she don't own a single set of bra or panties. Trust me, you know when she's entered a room because even her scent is free range. Yeah, her pH levels might be off or something. Because even her Mazda smells like Red Lobster's dumpster. Yeah, I better jump off here. I think I just seen a little spud web scamper behind the toaster. And it's almost feeding time.
Hey,
No wonder why he's on the run.
But before you hang up, Donnie, what does a tarantula eat? I don't know.
Whatever the hell it wants to, Tom. That's why I'm grabbing Whippy and we're getting the hell out of here. Hang on. No, Whippy, Pincher ain't one of Santa's reindeers. That's just Misty's way of getting bigger tips from Pervert Rose. Pincher. All right, go.
Go.
A free-range tarantula.
I had a tarantula, too, when I was a kid.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Fang was his name.
Do they,
That's a good name.
Do they bite or do they pinch? Speaking of pincher.
They bite, yeah.
They do?
Yeah, their fangs, yeah, they bite, yeah.
Did you
ever get bitten?
No, because it would do this. It would do that thing where it would lift like its front legs and hiss, and then you knew, oh, I better get my hand out of there.
Did you ever let him crawl up your arm and stuff? And sit on
No,
your
my dad never
shoulder
let us.
Did he ever sing for you?
He did. He had a lovely voice.
For the memory.
Yes. We tried to get him on America's Got Talent, but apparently Sofia Vergara is afraid of spiders.
Oh, I don't blame her.
When you said you wanted to get a tarantula, did your parents look at you kind of funny? They were totally on board?
Yeah, they were like, okay, I got it for Christmas one year.
Huh.
Yeah. Santa brought it.
How long did
it must have been a rough slave.
How long did they live?
I had it for a good, I don't know, 3-4 years.
What do they eat? I mean,
crickets. We had to go get crickets for it.
Oh, God, I lived that life for years.
No kidding.
Those dusted crickets.
Yeah, they won't eat them and they're not alive.
Yeah, these had to be
For
alive.
the frogs, I went through that. And every time I'd go, the same guy would wait on me, and every time he would ask me if I wanted them dusted or not. I'm kind of wondering, do you pay attention at all?
Yeah, we never did the dusting.
What do you dust them with?
Some white stuff. It was just weird.
No,
Powdered sugar?
No, Parmesan.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
That was nice.
It's really good.
Okay. Christy Lee is at her post at the Bob and Tom News desk.
Would you like to hear a song from Pat? Because I have a story that'll feed right into him.
When you do the story, we'll see.
Authorities in Wisconsin had to warn drivers to steer clear of a manure spill that shut down a highway for a day.
Oh, boy.
WCCO
We're cool.
reports.
Wait a minute. It
would be Coco, really.
Coco. Reports a truck dumped its load of manure onto County Highway HH all the way through the downtown area of Kiel. The Kiel Police Department said cleanup efforts took several hours. The trucking company responsible for the manure spill has since apologized for the incident.
Sorry.
And the police chief has assured residents, thanks for your continued patience. Nobody wanted this to happen. It is a big mess, but this was not an intentional act, and a lot of people are working to clean it up.
Liquid manure or?
Must be.
Just because some of our streets are covered in it doesn't mean we should fling it around at each other on social media.
I think it all turns liquid after a while.
Yeah, I would think so. Boy.
If it's below 32 degrees, though, wouldn't it kind of just be like that kind of chalky, icy?
Like the brown ice?
You'd have sheets of ice.
Yes.
Sheets, I said.
Very nice. You have a song about this?
Yes, I do. On the road again. Now there's crap spilled on the road again. Fecal matter splatter from a cow's rear end. Getting up in my grill and in my rig again. Trucker lost his load again. Last week it was pigs that ran out of their pens. Now it's steaming dumps of Bessie and her friends. Mucking up the slimy road again. On the commode again. That's what it smells like on this Wisconsin Hershey highway. Let's try to be mature, my friends. It's just manure that caused the backup on the causeway. It was a huge delay. On the road again. Some poor bastard's getting towed again. Chickens, turkeys, poop, and piles of bovine crap are splattered all over the road again.
Thank you.
Yikes.
You're welcome. The red-headed stranger.
Thank you very much. Now, Christy, thought we'd squeeze in some Christmas stuff. But before we do,
Yeah?
I found your theme music.
Oh, you did?
Sometimes in this show, you can tell that you wish you were elsewhere. The way
you get that far away look in
much
your
the way
eye.
you wish that the world was a different place than the way it is right now.
I do.
And here's the music. Christy running through the fields.
Everything's fine.
Yes.
Why, look. There's Mr. and Mrs. Kennedy.
Hi, Jack.
Oh, he has his entire head. Wow.
I like Chick's face.
And there's Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Stay out of the kitchen.
Okay.
Beware of that name. I'm out. Same last name, first name. Bobby!
That's so sad. Here comes Jenny.
We were talking about rainbow food.
You know, Jack?
Yes.
After DiMaggio,
Yes.
well, it was pretty much like putting a needle into a donut.
Wow.
Stretch you out beyond belief. Yeah.
Can I borrow some of your back pills? I just spent the night with Joe.
Did no one else like?
I use them for my back. I guess you'll use them for your front.
You know.
Yeah, damn it. Jack Kennedy just understandably. Oh, he stretched out, did he? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
What the hell is that guy?
I've heard that Joe is hung like those missiles they were trying to take to Cuba.
That's
No.
That's all right.
No, that's not how he said Cuba.
You and
Cuba.
I have to stop
Cuba.
banging, or else my brother will secretly kill you. Look it up, people.
Look it up, folks.
Look it up.
It's all right there.
Speaking of looking it up,
Yes.
I'm not aware of this, but I don't know if this is true.
Oh, that's stuff you're not aware of, though.
No, there's a lot of stuff I'm not. This comes to us from Shannon.
Shannon is gone, I've heard.
I like that song.
I love that song.
It's about a dog, though.
Drifting out to
I thought it was a horse.
No, it's about a dog.
It's
I thought it was a mermaid.
I thought it was one of the Beach Boys' dogs. I thought.
No, it's not the Beach Boys.
No, it's not
No,
the
no,
Beach
it's,
Boys, but there's
Henry
somebody
Gross.
in the. Yes, I know it's Henry Gross, but you let me talk, you piece of.
Remember, you're on probation.
I am on probation.
After this morning show. It's how did Chick McGee end his so-called sports? I love this letter already. Without mentioning Gardner Minshew's outstanding performance yesterday. Shame on him, all caps.
I didn't watch the Eagle game. What does he do? I can't watch everything.
Well, you could read about it the next day.
What happened? I can't watch everything.
Well, what do you do when you get in here at 3 a.m.?
I relax. I have some time for myself.
Okay, well,
I don't know why I'm talking. I get in here at 5:58. if I'm lucky.
Well, you're not expected to know what happened in sports.
I will bet you. I'm not have you heard this again for the 9,000th time? Have you heard what we do over here at the sports department? Bunch of idiots.
I've been wondering for more than 30 years.
What do you got? You got an email over there you want to read?
Dear Clod Plates.
Whatever that means, I'm in.
I like that. This past Thursday, while watching on the VIP app, we're just getting this. I'm sorry. Tom's new style of shirt. This, you almost broke the internet, Tom.
People love it, my friend.
Short sleeve, one pocket,
no, it's just
double
because,
button up to the
it's
chin.
just because it gets so hot and then cold in here. I'm wearing layers.
I found that I was very distracted. Chick read it on the air and sat back ready to hear the laughs of some of my favorite people, only to hear Christy reply, "It's because he got hot," followed by deafening silence. Thank you, Christy, very much.
You're welcome.
Chad from Goodlettsville, Tennessee.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm trying to find out what Gardner Minshew did that is so new.
Hey, you guys know he wore the shirt. Sam got married over the weekend. He just wore his regular shirt. He didn't wear a suit or anything.
Well, good. You want him in his uniform, right?
There's a technical reason for that.
He was rushing along.
Yeah, he said he didn't have time to change.
He
sharded.
I took the bride to the event with my girls
Yes.
who wanted to see her, but they weren't allowed in the venue because it was
21 and
older, so they wanted to see her, which was sweet, but she was somewhat delayed, so by the time I got down there, I had to drive all the way home to drop them off, and I didn't have time to change clothes. As it was, I got there, as you know, 1 minute before the show started. I barely made it.
There was a show?
Yeah, there was a show.
Wow.
That was great.
That's why I couldn't make it, because it was 21 only. I was like, who am I going to flirt with? I'm not going.
I didn't go
What is
because
this, Cocoon?
I didn't want to.
I wanted to. I was really sad I missed it.
It was a nice event. They did a great job. In fact, I'm going to ask if we can post part of the video that they made.
No,
well, why wouldn't they?
Posted.
Why wouldn't they want to share their entire life with a bunch of idiots? Go ahead.
I mean, it is on social media.
Yeah. Good. Check it out.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Check it out.
That's right, kind listener. Chick McGee just called you an idiot.
I thought he was calling us idiots.
I'm an idiot, too.
Yeah.
We're all idiots, except for you. You're a dick.
Hey, guys, I'm a dick.
I don't know what that is.
Why are we name calling? Can't we just get along?
That could be. Well, let me
Blondie.
think for a second. No, we can't get along.
I see what you're doing.
Let's move forward here.
I need a lot.
Where were we? We were doing Christie's World. Right now, if you'd been listening to this show,
Boy, are you.
and you're thinking, boy, this is embarrassing. I don't want anyone else to hear that I'm listening to this. Well, you could be listening to it in privacy with your great Raycon earbuds. Chick McGee's the guy that turned me onto the Raycons.
Yes, I did. I might not know Gardner Minshew, but I know my earbuds.
Yeah.
You're darn right. Raycon's wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers. They've got it all. Premium sound with useful features and almost custom comfortable fit. Their gel tips fit every ear ever made and 54 hours of battery life. And as the person gifting them, you gotta that they start at half the price of other premium audio brands. Plus, you can grab a pair for yourself. And Raycon will have a countdown to Christmas with a new pop-up flash deal for you to take advantage of every single day. You can find Raycon in stores now, of course, like Kohl's or Walmart, but you're always going to get the best deal when you use the special link, buyraycon.com/Tom, where they offer buy now, pay later options. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now. Get 15% off site-wide with the code HOLIDAY plus free shipping. That's code HOLIDAY at buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, we have the world's oldest land animal, a nice, happy, Christmassy piece about a real deer, an unusual place for a QR code coming up, and artsy-fartsy stuff from that big art festival in Miami. The people that brought you the famous banana stapled to the wall.
I fear that people didn't hear my fart.
Thank you, Ron. That's very helpful. And words that make you sound smart, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want to have those. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to Bob and...
was just kind of curious if you'd done any straight sort of. And now this from ABC News. No?
I'd like to. BBC News in London. I'm Lakshmi Singh. Now a word from Haifa. James Pettigrew.
See, you can do it.
I could do it, sure.
Sounds a little sarcastic, but...
Yes, well, then to actually get all the words not all jumbly-wumbly, I think that's a problem. I'd have to have a constant script.
Yeah.
I think I'd have problems talking off the cuff intelligently about world issues.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're here.
Yes, exactly.
And now, the latest from Greece.
Yes,
with Maria Bamford.
In
English!
I'd like to order dessert with milk, please.
Yes, thank you very much.
I could say say something in Hindi. Kihale kuta permilangi. Hello, dog. Goodbye.
That's what I got out of 4 years of Spanish.
Yeah.
Hola.
Dog, goodbye.
Hola, it's hi, Frank. Hello. Hola, Paco. Que tal? Yeah.
Very handy, very handy.
Yeah,
Do you speak a foreign language?
I went to a meetup group where you're supposed to learn Spanish, but no one was a fluent speaker, so we ended up speaking sort of pretend Spanish, like,
sí, no, ay.
It's like, oh my God, I'm really good at pretend languages.
Yeah, great.
Way. Reno is going to be on the road Saturday, December 31st. That is New Year's Eve, ringing in the new year at Tommy Gunn's Bistro at Grand Island, Nebraska. Check him out live on stage. It'll be a lot of fun, and what better way to spend a Saturday night, New Year's Eve, than laughing your head off? RenoCollierComedy.com. And Reno joining us later this morning, coming up right here with his Country Fried Take on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Bob McGrath, one of the first regular characters on the children's show Sesame Street, has died at the age of 90. He passed away peacefully at home, surrounded by his family. McGrath was a founding cast member of Sesame Street when the show premiered in 1969, playing a friendly neighbor, Bob Johnson. He made his final appearance on the show in 2017, marking an almost 5-decade-long figure in the Sesame Street world. President Joe Biden hosted the Kennedy Center honorees at the White House yesterday. U2, Amy Grant, Gladys Knight, conductor Tanya Leone, and George Clooney, or as Biden called him, Amal Clooney's husband. The honorees were given tributes during a gala at Washington's Kennedy Center that will be broadcast on CBS on December 28th. And the house featured in the 1985 film The Goonies has been sold to a fan who plans to preserve it as a landmark. The seller will reveal his name at the closing in mid-January. The house was listed back in November for nearly $1.7 million. An offer was accepted within 6 days. The previous seller, Sandy Preston, was mostly welcoming to visitors, but had to close down the property after the film's 20th anniversary in 2015 brought about 1,500 visitors a day. She had just reopened to the public in August when she decided to sell in November. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
When I say America, what comes to mind? For me, it's simple. Mom, apple pie, and whole milk. They've been around forever. Let's hope that doesn't change. But did you know this country is actually importing whole milk? Why waste the money shipping milk from overseas when we've got the best darn fresh milk in the world right here on our own soil? You have a choice, America. So the next time you're in the market for milk, look for the flag. Old Glory Whole Milk. Old Glory Whole Milk stands alone. It's the best milk across the board.
Hey, fellas. I'm long-time over-the-road trucker, Floyd Tucker. The next time you crave whole milk, ask your fellow truckers where you can find Old Glory Whole Milk, and then ask if they're a cop. Take it from me. It's something else.
Old Glory Whole Milk. Just say when.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind. Jeez.
Hey, fellas, this is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Well, hello, chick.
Hey, in the performance room, there's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Christmas is upon us.
Yes.
Chick.
You
Has
were
Father
call me Chris, weren't you?
No, has Father Christmas got his clutches in you yet, chick?
No, I don't have the Christmas spirit. Even though Santa Claus was at my house for you guys yesterday, I could give a damn about any of them. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I haven't celebrated Christmas for quite some time.
I know. I'm hoping this will be the year.
Maybe this will be the year.
I thought you had decorations on the fridge.
You have Santa.
I put those up there ironically.
Oh.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Why don't we go over there and play Christmas elves and decorate his house?
Let's do that.
Yeah.
If you feel like you must do that, could you give me a heads up of when you'll be there so I won't be?
Well, that would be the point. We don't want you there so we can make it festive. And then
Chick, you having fun? It's great. Oh, he's hanged himself.
Yeah, Chick has a new version of the game, Sorry. It's called Sorrow. His roll the dice.
He's hanging himself this Christmas.
No.
And there's Tom Griswold.
This will cheer you up.
No.
Someone just sent me this. This is apparently floating around the internet. It's a genuine picture of the wigged Howard Cosell, of course, the toupee. It's Howard Cosell, Bruce Jenner, and O.J. Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
With the caption, "You wouldn't believe it if I told you." Who knew? Wow.
We've had a couple of emails. Well, far too many to count, actually, of people who saw you at the ceremony, at the goings-on, at the party on Saturday night.
Right.
And they've all said that you were magooing around the festivities. You looked lost.
There's a technical reason.
And you
which
were
I
standing.
prefer we not talk about.
You were standing by the food, looking like you didn't know what it was.
I got there late.
You had your leather. You had your leather jacket on, like you were
I was driving.
You were some badass. Oh
no, I was driving the bride to the event, and she was so late I didn't have time to go home and change.
Why was she so late?
Because she's a bride getting ready.
Yeah, bride's been a bride.
Driving the bride. That's her prerogative. She was looking great. So.
My prerogative.
Okay, well.
Right. She looked gorgeous.
Yeah, she did. And it was great. It was super fun. And I think they've posted some of the video. There's a hilarious video involving the cameo world.
Oh, cool.
which is the celebs and semi-celebs weighing in about stuff. Now, you're on the Cameo, right, Josh?
I am, yeah.
So people want to have you wish them a happy Christmas or whatever?
Yeah,
Are you going to say crappy Christmas?
Happy, I'm sorry.
Been doing that quite a bit lately. It's fun. Get to say hi to folks.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm on there, too, and no one has ever asked for me to...
That chick's very popular on there.
No one's ever asked anything. I don't think they believe that I'd do a good job for whatever the names are.
You mean the term, your typical half-assed effort?
Yeah, I think that would cover it. Yeah.
It was, Chick, one of my buddies got one, and it wasn't great that you could see the shoes you were shopping for in the reflection of your glasses while you were giving the Cameo.
That's right.
That wasn't a great look.
Chick's cameos are awesome.
That's how I do it. And I also introduce the dogs every now and then.
Chick, you have an interesting role here.
Yes.
In that, I've just kind of realized this.
Uh-huh.
Nobody works less yet harder than you do. Have you considered that?
That's pretty much dead on.
Yeah, you really have to work hard.
Yeah. I'm reining it in right now.
Where focus makes a lack of preparation.
And there's such a thing as too much preparation. And ringing,
for sure, yeah.
Ringing the spontaneous.
I have found, I look to my right, I see Christy Lee.
You're right.
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
A company is adding QR codes to gravestones that will link to online video memorials.
God.
It's called The Story Of.
This is kind of nice.
They work with bereaved families to gather information about their deceased loved ones in the form of pictures and videos, compile a web page of that person's life, and attach it to a QR code, which can be engraved on headstones, attached to an urn, bench, or even printed on cards.
This is the future, people.
Those visiting the gravesite.
Isn't the cemetery sort of the last place where cell phones weren't constantly in use? I mean, if you think about it.
Right.
That in church.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
yeah, you could access a person's story just by scanning the QR.
You can go to church on your cell phone.
Well, you know what's going to happen.
Watch the sermon, right?
I can tell you what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
You go up there and you put the thing in the frame of your picture, whatever, press the button, and the next thing you know, you're on some website. Someone's going to hack this thing, and, well, Uncle Clarence was deeply religious, and I went to his grave, and it hooked up to some movie called Big Dick's Back. It was an all-male cast.
Not even really trying, huh?
No, he's not.
Some porno.
Couldn't come up with a better name. How about the return of Big... well, that is.
I like Big Dick's Back.
And,
It implies there was
poor
an
Uncle
original.
Clarence, he didn't get Rick rolled, he got Dick rolled. Posthumously.
The other day, somebody held up a wine bottle and goes, "Check this out." And it was, and there was a QR code on the wine bottle label. Have you guys seen these things?
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen this?
Have you read this?
My neck hurts. And then you click on it or whatever. The label on the phone came to life, and the two people that were on the label started talking and telling the history of the wine.
Yeah,
There's also one. I'm sorry.
This
go ahead.
happens everywhere.
Augmented reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why not at these? It's going to be great.
There's a really cool wine bottle that does that, and you hit the QR code, and it plays this really great jazz music.
Isn't that cool?
Okay,
Really neat.
for mine, here's what I want.
Okay,
What?
for your tombstone?
Yeah, you go to the QR code.
Let's get to
and it's
work
got
on
me
this.
screaming, "Let me out of this box!"
See? You could do that. You could have fun with that. Yes.
You can have fun with it.
Yeah.
They locked me in here. I want my money back.
So it's not so much a QR code on your tombstone, though, but a bullseye for the urine. And then... and a dancer.
Oh, and if you hit the target, you have one of those balloons inflate. Yeah.
You know what? I'm doing it.
That'd be all right.
That's amazing, chick. A balloon inflates right on the top of the tombstone. Oh.
No, you mentioned that thing in the wine label.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now a lot of restaurants are doing that. And it was kind of a COVID thing.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Now
They
it's
didn't
really
wanna have
catching
menus.
on. This would give the opportunity that I've been suggesting for years, that even really nice restaurants put their pictures of their food there.
Yeah, there you go.
I really like that. I know it's like...
Well, you can go to Denny's.
Yeah, how about that?
There's a lot of places they have that.
You go to Pat, let's just say you go to a nice place. In other words, just to make this more realistic, let's say your girlfriend takes you out for dinner.
Exactly.
She goes, "It's Tuesday night, I'm buying." Don't you think it would be? Don't you find yourself looking at the other people?
Every now and then, yeah, of course.
Because you don't know what it is.
Right.
No, because you're not normal. And I see you craning your neck out at restaurants. Go, hi, I could talk to anybody anywhere. What are you eating?
That looks delicious.
What are you having?
You're exactly right.
That's not true.
What's that?
I walk up and dip my finger in it.
Oh, that is
Lick it off and say, too much cilantro. I'm not getting that.
I believe that. Absolutely.
I'm just saying it'd be nice. I just don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. They're too snobby.
Nah.
Okay, well, we'll move forward in life. We have coming up.
We sure will.
We have coming up a sweet story, a Christmassy story about a deer.
That died?
No. The deer is fine. Right now, a real quick reminder. This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. That includes the Monday Nighter tonight, the Thursday games, the Sunday games, even the Sunday night games, the Christmas triple header, and every postseason game. I'm talking about listening on the NFL app on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or ask Ms. Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. It's the NFL, and it's on Westwood One. Coming up, what else, Christy?
Coming up, we have an interesting art display at the Art Basel show in Miami that brought us the famous stapled-on banana.
That's a douche convention if there ever was. Every story out of there, you just go, God, this place can't just sink while all these people are standing in the museum. When we come back.
And one of my favorite stories today is a guy who was left off the most wanted list and complained.
Hey! Well, how come I'm not on the most wanted list? Well, that's because after you posted this, you're not wanted anymore. We got you.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. Bob and Tom at Bob.
I made this crazy movie called Freddy Got Fingered, and it was, I wrote it, I directed it, and it was a really, really crazy movie, and it won the Raspberry Awards, and people said it was the worst movie ever made, and all this stuff. But that was sort of the point, was to make the craziest
worst movie.
Yeah, kind of the point of it, right? So now what's happened is, and really what's been a really exciting thing about going and doing these shows is, people are coming out to the shows. They're bringing their Freddy Got Fingered DVDs, and it's turned out. It's sort of turned into a bit of a cult, smash. I've gotten a call from the studio recently that said the DVDs have been selling through the roof. They've sold over 1 million units of the DVD.
And didn't I hear that you're going to do a director's cut?
I want to do a director's cut of the movie because because there are scenes that just when you edit when you do one of these commercial studio movies, especially a movie like that, they focus group it, and you had to change things and tighten it all up.
Right.
So there are some crazy scenes that I'd like to get back into it, but also it's sort of just I think the irony of doing a director's cut for me personally is pretty funny.
Whenever there's a movie, there's always a porno movie that someone makes based on the title.
Yeah, it was called Freddy Got Fingered.
Okay, back to you, Tom Green.
People actually, to be honest, the things that people really like out of the movie are some of the sillier scenes, not so much the gross scenes, but people always come up to me and they say, "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" Which is this line from the movie. "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" So I sing that on stage. Come see me on tour. We'll be singing some of the hits.
Sing along. That's all right.
That's your Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah, that's my Stairway. The Bum Bum song would be my Stairway to Heaven. That went to #1 on MTV, the Bum Bum song.
When you Google Freddy Got Fingered, the first thing that comes up, the first line is Freddy Got Fingered quotes.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And then you go to that page and the sausage.
Yeah.
The sausage organ comment is the very first line.
There's all sorts of very silly lines in the movie.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of quotes here.
Yeah, so I was in a rap group when I was in Canada when I was a teenager. That was actually,
what were they called?
We were called Organized Rhyme. We were actually had a record deal when I was 19 years old.
No kidding.
Right out of high school with A&M Records, and we had a #1 hit, in many
Canada?
markets in Canada. We were the Much Music Video Award of the Year for Best Rap Video. That was sort of the...
Is that on your website?
You can find it on there. Yeah, you can find it on there, and you can find it on YouTube. And, the thing, that was sort of my first sort of realization. Hey, I want to work in show business, I was sort of like, all of a sudden I had this record, and we were touring, and we were doing radio shows, and I went and started my radio show, and right after that, and, it was initially a rap music show that I turned into a talk show, which then turned into my TV show. But so Yeah, I've had a lot of great rappers on my website too. Like if you go on TomGreen.com, you can see me rapping with Too Short and Exhibit. There's this funny video of me rapping with Exhibit where I surprise him with this rap that's ended up on YouTube. It's got 2.5 million views now, and it's sort of funny because you see these rappers who just aren't expecting me to start rapping, and then I start rapping in their face, which is fun. So.
Canadian rap.
Canadian rap. Yeah, you can see why you haven't heard of it. Canadian rap.
Tom Green is our guest.
To the show.
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We have comedian Nick Griffin. Nick, you were saying that you were a communications major in college, but you have trouble communicating with people.
I think what my big problem is I don't care about the same things that other people care about, and obviously I live in Hollywood, and there's constant entertainment news, and you just, everywhere you turn, every little article in the grocery store line. Demi Moore, she has a career, 3 kids, and is going out with a 28-year-old hunk. How does she stay so fit? I don't know, she makes $10 million a movie. That might help. For that kind of money, she could hire a guy who did nothing all day but swat cookies out of her hand. Literally.
Oh, cookie.
Stop it. Stop it. Get a whole nother guy for cakes and pies.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
I got one of those,
yeah?
The calls on the phone, the guy's selling you something or trying to get donation.
Right.
He actually used this word, is this the man of the house? Is this 1952? Yes, it is the man of the house. I'm lounging on the divan with a highball. Why do you insist on calling during Edward R. Murrow? Furious.
Come on.
So I'm working on it. My wife said you learn a lot about yourself if you keep a diary. And that is so true. I've learned my life is brimming over with really boring activities. And now one more, writing in my diary. Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
Oh, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait. And
coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin sitting right behind her.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning that track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. And Tom?
Yes, sir.
How much of your time have you wasted this morning looking up Gardner Minshew? Because here's the stats from yesterday. 1 out of 2 for 11 yards.
All right. I'm a fan.
You must be.
We got this nice letter from Shannon. How could you not mention Gardner Minshew's outstanding performance, Chick McGee, with your so-called sportscast?
50%, I guess, is outstanding to him, her, whatever it is.
Yeah, Shannon can be a boy or a girl's name. Did you guys know that?
I suppose Gardner could too, but I'm a fan. We have that great Gardner Minshew song. We just need an excuse to play it. Perhaps tomorrow, Pat.
We can look forward.
Right now, speaking of the NFL,
you can say no, Pat.
Dear asshats.
Yeah,
can I?
I like this letter already, and the beautiful Christy Lee.
Oh, thank you.
This gent writes, yesterday, as I was watching the football games in my bedroom, they were showing highlights of Saquon Barkley.
Quan Barkley.
So naturally, I said Quan Barkley out loud.
Sure.
My wife was in the shower. She's somewhat fed up with that and lovingly yelled from the shower. I wish I could read this as written. Seriously, you have to effing stop. Just stop.
Whoa.
You're ruining my masturbation time. So I flushed the toilet. Why would he tell us that she yelled that?
She didn't yell.
Why do you think I go in the shower after we have sex? To clean off? No.
To finish. And then this person whose name I'm not going to mention, although it is the same as one of the apostles.
Paul?
John?
Paul, Luke.
John,
Mark.
Paul, Mark, Luke.
Creed. One of you got it right. Starts
Did you
with an L.
say Creed?
Yeah, isn't there an Apostle Creed?
Sounds like Luke.
That may be the most obscure yet funniest biblical
There's two
joke
jokes
of the
there.
morning.
There's the Apostles' Creed.
Yeah, okay.
And there's Apostles' Creed.
And he says, "Thank you, Bob.
Very good.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob and Tom Show for ruining my life." Sorry, Luke.
Look, you said his
You
name.
said his name.
Maybe I was kidding.
You weren't.
You weren't.
You're not that good.
You know, you're right. Okay,
You're
well,
good, but not
thank you very much. So when you hear Saquon Barkley,
Quan Barkley.
Thank you very much. Would it be great if that happened?
I really thought that was his name for a
at a press conference.
I wish it was say Queef Barkley, because then we would all say Queef.
Queef.
Barkley.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Actually, I wish it was say Queef Broccoli, because then we would say Queef Broccoli.
Queef broccoli.
Broccoli
Have you
make
had
you
queef?
queef? No.
You tell us.
Hey, what else do you wish it could be?
As funny as you. That's what I wish.
Christy Lee is at the news desk.
What'd you say off the air about Chick? Do you remember?
Oh,
yeah.
I don't.
Something
Honestly,
about half a man or something.
No. Something about
a third of a
you
man.
do the least amount of work. Or...
that was on the air.
That was on the
was
air.
that on the air?
Yeah. Oh, I
That was
publicly
off
wanted
the air.
to humiliate.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
No, it was actually a compliment. It was that chick.
Yeah.
Come sit.
Here we go.
I knew you would take this the wrong way.
No. Well, why'd you say it?
I know. Josh is trying to say we could try as hard as we want. You just being casual, you bleed funny. Chick.
I just make it look easy. Don't I?
Yes.
That's what we're. That's
Legitimately.
What I should have said it that way.
I was talking to my therapist about it the other day.
However-
Whereas Tom, you can tell he works hard.
Guess who? Yeah. And if you're good, he lets you know. All right. Calm down. Scott Van Pelt used to be my boy. He's not so much right now because he started Christian Randy Watson, who's a wide receiver for the Packers, because I started Deshaun Randy Watson. And now he's doing the same thing.
He is.
He stole that from you?
I don't think so, but it could happen.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Scott Van Pelt.
SVP, he's the bald
I mean,
guy.
Scott of the Fur. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Scotch.
Van Pelt.
It's because it's a nickname. He
That's when Christy doesn't shave down
likes
there.
to capture
It's
a beaver and
Christy Van Pelt.
against its will and put it in a van.
Wait a minute. Wasn't it Linus and Lucy Van Pelt?
Yes. Yeah. Linus and Lucy of the Fur.
Okay. I'm sorry, Christy.
A recent poll shows that words you choose can make you sound smarter.
If you're listening to this on headphones, you can hear her rustling down below because she
I'm
hasn't
not.
shaved.
That's.
Excuse me. I've lost my place.
Not a lot of bushwhacking going on.
What's going on over here? What are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
He's
Lucy Van
talking
Pelt?
about me.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Okay.
Saying that I haven't shaved.
Could we get back to this? So I'm sorry. So what this is about using
would
big
you
words?
Yes, there's a fine line between being smart and trying to sound smart.
Oh, please tell me that they've got a picture of Stephen A. Smith.
According to
He's a good guy. Remember we met him?
I know.
He was in here. He's
Likes to use those big words.
according to the but he yells them, so it's better.
That's preposterous.
Yeah. According to the poll from language learning app Preply, about 3 out of 5 people said they used complex vocabulary in an effort to appear smarter. 58% admitted to using a word to sound smarter, even though they did not know what it meant. Among the words most likely to impress include, are you ready?
Yeah, I'll write these down.
You don't have to write them down. You'll remember.
I want to.
Dang it. Articulate.
Okay.
Accolade.
All right. Are we going in alphabetical order? Oh, no.
It's going to be a long show.
No, we're not. Brevity. Anomaly.
Anomaly.
Adulation.
Adulation.
And abysmal.
A lot of A's here.
Yeah, a lot of A's.
No, I meant here in the studio.
We're not talking about holes.
Asses.
We're talking
Okay.
about words.
Articulate, accolade, brevity, anomaly, adulation, abysmal.
So you're saying if I use articulate and briefly, people are going to think that I talk gooder than
It's
I do?
brevity.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
And the top 5 words people used to try and impress others were articulate, again.
Why?
Ambiguous.
I'll tell you
Aesthetic.
what, that car's ambiguous than my car.
What?
that woman's got an ambiguous.
Wow. I don't know who
You're not
I
going
don't know
to.
what you're doing.
You're not going to stop.
Put them in the
until you get us
closet.
all in trouble.
That character needs to be stowed.
Let's put him.
It's a southern gentleman.
Let's put him.
I understand.
With, no. Let's put him with Paco the pool boy, and just never speak of him again. Okay.
Willie Concardi, retired voices.
Where did I leave off? Aesthetic?
Ambiguous.
Ambiguous, aesthetic,
Yeah.
capitalize, and
Hetero.
These words are not
Yeah.
difficult.
But don't try to overdo it. The survey found 54% of people have tried to end a conversation with someone who used unnecessarily complex vocabulary.
So we should all just be dummies.
So 28% believe that people who use complex vocabulary
Are stupid.
are insecure, Chick.
That's ridiculous. You're the insecure one. I can't stand it.
Because
Can
you
you
use these
can
big
you
words?
articulate your feelings about this, Josh?
But you
Well, I don't want to be
could you
ambiguous.
use brevity?
Yeah, please be brief.
Yeah,
Because
be
brevity is
real
the
brief.
source of wit. I love it when people on television use words that they don't. If you watch those,
I
those
concur.
Washington shows all the time, I love it when you get them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they make up all that jargon.
My favorite thing lately is they look away from the camera to mimic sincerity. Like they'll be talking, and we're down here on the street, and sometimes when I'm on the street, so they look away, and then they look back at the camera. It's sincerity, Tom.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
I have a bigly heart.
Or are they acting?
A bigly
heart?
Bigly. That's bigger than big. I greaterly love blab.
Those aren't difficult words for anybody.
Of course not.
Josh, you're
I
a
know
smart
them.
guy. You're a nerd. You're a book guy.
I am a nerd.
What's
You
like a
love
big?
using-
What's a big smart guy word for you? A legitimate smart guy.
Pedophiliac.
Jesus.
What the hell is wrong with you? I just want
I'm sorry.
Josh.
I'm sorry. Coprophiliac.
Never convicted.
That's not even something we should talk about.
A big word Josh uses.
Not a
is
lot of comedy in your
allegedly.
mind out of that subject?
No. No, unless you're an art
See,
director for a
sometimes
fashion house.
you go for the taboo,
His
you see,
face is
Christy.
red.
God.
That aesthetic is sort of the quintessential way that one.
And sometimes it backfires.
You guys use big words in here during the breaks. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, but I don't think we're never using them to show off.
No.
We're using them because they're the appropriate word for the moment.
Right.
Impeccable timing.
Thank you very much. Just because I have a nonchalant attitude about some of these.
I have
that's
one,
always-
I
that's a
have one
classic.
caveat about what you're saying.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a dick caveat.
He's having fun. I mean, you can't deny it.
Was that a dick
You're going to
caveat
take that
joke?
away from him?
The late night talk show
he
host.
is, he's having a great time.
No, Josh slipped one by the other day.
Which was?
And Willie noticed it. The plural of filet mignon.
Filets mignon.
That's actually correct. I would never have gotten that one. And I still prefer attorney generals to attorneys general.
No, attorneys general's way cool.
No, I just like seeing some lawyer in a general suit. Salute, Judge.
It's also sisters-in-law, mothers-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds better. Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it the old way.
Of course you did. You liked a lot of things the old way.
I sure do.
You know.
You like uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
You
Name
like
tags.
people knowing their place.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way. Did you like it when the waiter comes to your table and sits down?
No.
See?
And I don't know how do I attract those people? I don't get it.
You attract those people because you talk to them.
It's because they're people. I'm not.
Yeah, but then they feel like they know you, so then they just sit down and eat with you.
Well, there's border lines you have to, have to draw here and there.
But it doesn't help you walking around the restaurant
Boundaries.
pointing at other people's food. What's that? Can I eat that? You do.
That must be good, huh, Porky? You haven't even taken a breath.
Well, just the one tonight, huh, Chuckles?
Dad, do you have to call me Porky at family dinner? I mean, come on, the girls are here.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Christy. What's coming up?
Coming up, well, we have a deer with some antler trouble.
Oh, dear.
We have the world's oldest land animal. We have a bear caught sleeping on the front porch.
A big one.
A big bear. Huge bear.
Did you see the bear video I sent you?
I did.
Wasn't that cute? What else do we have?
Well, while you guys talk about that, I want to talk about some great food for the holidays. Busy, aren't we? Yeah, we're all really busy. This is where HelloFresh can really help you out.
Can we get a yuck out of you?
I'm just so busy.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you very much. Where was I? Oh, I know. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show, I get to talk about my friends at HelloFresh.
Yes.
What is it about? Well, they do the shopping for you. They do the measuring for you. The food arrives fresh, of course. Every week you can choose from more than 35 chef-crafted recipes.
And aren't there pictures as well?
There are pictures. In fact, Willie's got one of the cards right there. What's one of the recent HelloFresh recipes?
One of my favorites, the sesame soy pork bowls with chili mayo, cilantro, and crispy onions. HelloFresh is going to send you 10 ingredients. You put those together in 4 easy steps. In just under a half hour, you have this delicious rice bowl from our friends at HelloFresh.
One of the cool things about HelloFresh is that it's something that the kids can pitch in and help with. And it's also, this isn't like getting a book of recipes because they're supplying the food and they've done the measuring. Have some fun, cook with the family, and once again, they've taken the time and trouble to do all the shopping. The ingredients arrive fresh, pre-portioned at peak freshness, which cuts down on the time spent in the kitchen and, of course, no time spent at the grocery store. You can move around your delivery days if you've got vacation coming up or align with holiday travel plans by using the HelloFresh app. You can switch the sides around. They've got everything, and they've got food for all types of, shall we say, food lifestyles. If you're a vegan, they got it. If you're into comfort food, they got that. And everything else on the spectrum of great quality food. It's restaurant quality, and you'll have fun putting it together. HelloFresh.com/BTShow18. Now, why the new number, BT Show 18? 18 free meals, that's why. And I will also mention free shipping. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 18. Free shipping at HelloFresh.com/BT Show 18 plus 18 free meals. It's a brand new offer, a great offer from HelloFresh. Coming up, we have artsy-fartsy stuff happening in Miami again from the people who brought you stapling the banana to the wall and called it art. They've got more coming, and this is just as annoying. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
Let's get back to the chinchilla. We sent members of our staff plus Donnie Baker to your garage.
She is
my mistake.
So traumatized right now. She's not come out of her little house in it.
No doubt.
The whole
The
day.
chinchilla?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's because she met Donnie Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
True. Her ears are as big as Frisbees.
They are very big.
I know.
I can't get over how
They're
horribly...
native of South America, and they use those to, they're nocturnal, so they
Must be a lot of listening
they,
going
they
on
do
in
a
South
lot of
America.
listening at
The
night
size of those
because
ears.
you can't see very well.
And they respond, of course, with their brain by going, duh. Duh, I'm a chinchilla.
Oh, wow, it's that great big thing right there.
That looks like a really nice fur coat that lady's got on. I wonder what that's made of. Duh. Well, I'm in a rest for a while so I can poop again. Duh.
I can tell you.
I'm not like a dog. I can't play frisbee or catch. I just sit here going, duh. I'm kind of like something in a frame, like a picture, except I just go, duh, and then I poop.
Except you have to feed me and I poop.
I'm like a picture you have to feed. Duh.
I can tell you what, they don't come when you call them. That's for damn sure.
I will. I'll come if you call me.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution. something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
If you're looking for the best fudge in the world, look no further than the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. Let's go. The Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. We sell fudge and t-shirts and a whole lot more. Yeah, the best fudge comes from Uranus. It's homemade, that's why it's famous. Fudge packed, fresh daily. Real butter and cream, so tasty. You'll buy it as a joke the first time and the next time because it tastes so damn fine. So head on out to the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store and get the best fudge in the world.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Remove that hatchet from your skull. Say hello to your Sarah Bella.
Oh, dear, you've got a little gravy on your blouse from dinner.
Oh, honey, that's not gravy. That's part of my frontal lobe.
Just for morons. From Friggamall Industries. Ask for it by name.
What the hell?
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, Josh Arnold is at the sidekick chair.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, man. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick.
Hey, Tom.
We're going to hook up with comedian Reno Collier.
Oh.
I think pretty much momentarily, and we've got a special treat. There's Reno.
Reno.
Oh, look, he's got
Good morning,
are
my
those Christmas
friend.
presents behind you?
They are Christmas presents. Yes, sir. 'Tis the season.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Those are for us, I assume.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. They're just waiting to be shipped out.
Okay. I learned something from Josh. First of all, Reno, I know that you, of all of our guests, are probably the grill king. And so I'm going to be sending you some delicious Omaha Steaks again this year.
Oh, I love you so much.
And I'm very excited about that. But during one of his broadcast efforts, Josh used the term filets mignon, which I would have just assumed it was filet mignons.
Proper plural.
Thank you, Josh.
You're very welcome.
Josh has a very sophisticated
mouth
array of vocabulary.
I
words.
sure do got a pretty mouth.
They call them fancy mouth.
You know what else comes in that box is hot dogs.
No. Jumbo Franks.
Jumbo Frank. Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yes,
it's
please.
Jumbo Franks.
And I tell you, those are. This is not a commercial message. Those are delicious.
They're the best.
They're freaking awesome.
In fact, Josh and I are trying to get them to change their name to Omaha Steaks and Incredible Lasagna. Or would that be lasagnas?
Right.
Mignon.
It's lasagna.
So, Reno, how are things going in your life getting ready for the Christmas season?
Yeah, man, everything's good. Plugging along.
And you can you talk about this secret thing you were filming in Los Angeles?
It's going to come out. It's a special. It's an hour-long special I filmed, and then it's for a company called Hitcore. That's a new streaming service, and it's they're not done editing or anything yet. It's still kind of in the, what do you call it? The
post-production?
Whatever. Post, yeah. We'll fix it in post, right?
Just stating, if you will.
Just dating, yes, sir. It is. It's
not
they're
just
taking out all the garbage.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Now, am I correct also in saying that you'll be doing a special New Year's Eve show at the Tommy Guns Bistro in Grand Island, Nebraska? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I'm very much looking forward to that. I haven't been there before. I've been to Grand Island, but not to this particular place. But a bunch of guys, Kostaki's done, a bunch of guys, Greg Hahn, and the people that own it, I guess, are fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to that.
How does that time out? Will you be on stage at midnight, or are you done so then they can go?
I think I'm done. And then I'm not talking through the 10, 9, 8. Those are horrible gigs, man. It's like doing a Super Bowl show. It's just, nobody cares, you know?
Okay. So they'll be able to do their celebration after you leave the stage.
Absolutely. There's 2 shows, I think 6:30 and 9:30. And yeah, man, I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun.
Okay, cool. Now, Christy Lee is the only one here who, during the break, says things like, well, I guess I finished my Christmas shopping already.
Good for you, Chris. That's great.
90% are wrapped under the tree.
All right.
Atta girl.
Yeah, but I didn't decorate the tree first. So now there's a real problem.
Oops.
You can't get around. So there'll be no ornaments on the back.
Now, are you a real tree or fake tree guy?
Fake tree.
Oh, really?
Fake.
Thanks.
Fake. Yeah, dude. Fake. Yeah, especially with Bo. I mean, he's already eating ornament, digging through stuff, and yeah, it's that's why everything's up on this thing. Like I'm all about shoving it. When I was a kid, I remember my grandmother got pissed off. Nobody would help her take the tree down, so she took the tree and all the ornaments and dragged it out for the garbage. So, because it's such a pain once those needles start falling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's a nightmare.
Well,
for me at least, I don't know. I know a lot of people's look really cool.
They do look great. Yeah, smell good.
Yeah, straight out of the bag, stick it up.
Yes.
Awesome.
Spray some pine oil on it or something.
I am a real tree guy, along with 20% of the United States of America.
Oh, that's low.
That's the stat.
That seems
gotcha.
low.
How unusual.
Was that poll done in the studio or?
No. That's a legit poll. I was reading over the weekend.
Really?
It's rare and unusual for me to be in a elite minority, but
yeah, rare.
What a unusual situation.
What is that, like 1%?
Old Tommy 1P, they call it.
Well, Reno, it's always a great pleasure to speak with you, and
we'll talk to you next week.
I know that. Just hang on a second. Reno is a professional comedian. At one time, part of the famous Blue Collar Comedy Tour. But Reno, as you know, even the likes of, say, Tiger Woods will take an occasional golf lesson.
Yeah.
So it's time now to give everyone a comedy lesson because Reno.
You have Reno call so you can have Ace tell a joke.
Yes. And then this is, of course, the famous Ace Cosby joke of the day, Reno. So pay attention because he's going to show you how it works. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I told my lady friend her underwear were too revealing.
Oh.
She said, then wear your own.
I like that joke.
Hey, that's a misdirection.
Yes.
That is very
I saw that.
You see a chick.
Comedy's like boxing.
Yeah.
You hit him with the old 1-2.
Yeah, see, Ace is wearing women's underwear.
That's funny stuff.
I think
Funny visual.
Very, very good, very good.
All right, well, we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, man. See ya.
All right, thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.
Now, Reno has taken on a new role.
Yeah.
Sort of like an editorial position that you like to take with the Country Fried Take. Are we prepared for this today, Reno?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Very
and
excited.
it goes just with what's going on in the world right now.
Okay.
All right. So, as we know, Christmas shopping is starting to really pick up. The commercials are in full force. Show her you love her with an $80,000 Escalade. Let me tell you something. If that's the only thing that'll make her happy, I recommend you start moving your money to offshore accounts immediately. Let's show everyone how much you care with a $20,000 diamond necklace. What you're showing everybody is that somewhere in your past you screwed up royally and she's still dragging you around by your short hairs. Look, it is tough though, okay? I remember one year walking through Sears with my stepmom and my dad, and my stepmom casually said, we should get a treadmill in the house. What my dad heard in his head was joy to the world. That's it. The greatest Christmas gift ever. What ended up happening is he spent Christmas Day muttering through the house saying, no, I don't think you need to lose weight. You said you wanted it. Well, just use it as a place to hang that Weight Watcher sweatshirt I got you then. It's very difficult and confusing. And if you have little kids, they have access to something now they can play with that connects to a satellite dish in outer space where they can watch anything at any time, play any game that they want just by the press of a finger. It's a phone in their pocket. You can't compete unless you get back to the basics. No more camping out in front of Best Buy all night, waiting just to get pummeled from grabbing the last Fortnite headset. Sorry. The greatest Christmas gift that I ever got was a go-kart from my grandpa.
Oh.
But although it was awesome, as I look back, I think about the 4 months of digging through junkyards to build and weld the steel frame, rebuilding a lawnmower engine, and hand-painting the 2x4s that were the bumpers that read Willie and Waylon for president.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It wasn't the money he spent. It was the time and love, the memories of being with him and us being together. So maybe this year, instead of giving virtual gifts, we go for time together, experiences, and create memories. If your kid wants a virtual battle game, get them an air rifle, take them out to a field, shoot it together, spend the time together. If your daughter listens to music constantly, get tickets to her favorite band, learn the words to the songs, and go to a concert. And if your kid happens to be a little older, like 25, and they want a drone or a Mortal Kombat game, take them down to the Marine Recruitment Center. They shouldn't be living in your damn house anyway. And explain to the kids when they say, I need this or I need that there's a difference between want and need. You want toys, we need food. And what we especially need right now is joy. So try taking your kid out to someone else's, excuse me. So try taking your kid out to make someone else's Christmas special. Let them experience giving and see what giving does to spread joy to others. Homeless shelters, soup kitchens, there's angel trees at churches, random acts of kindness in a store. Give them the gift of feeling good for helping people who need, not want. And you may be creating a Christmas tradition that lives long beyond you. After all, it's real time together that creates memories, not virtual time. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my Country Fried Take.
Very nice.
Thank you, Reno.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm especially fond of taking people, especially kids, to shows where they have real musicians. Because
band.
Yeah, music doesn't just always come out of your phone. These are men and women that can actually play. Isn't it great? Oh, yeah. That's
the only problem is the bands that do that are now in their 60s. But yeah, I'm with you.
60s. That's being generous. There are a lot of great bands of all ages.
It was. I liked what you said, Reno, but there are some cool things to material gifts. Like I want like a leather jacket or like a cool watch. I can't go to the bar after Christmas, pick up chicks with all the love and memories my family gave me. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
But picking up chicks and going to a bar is not the spirit of Christmas, really.
Okay, I'm more of a Thanksgiving guy anyway. So.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Well, I pumped her for our gift.
Say pumped?
What are you saying?
I pumped her.
Gave her a good pumping.
I know what he said. I just don't know what he's saying.
So you gave her a good going over, and you.
That's quite an experience. Something she'll remember.
On the phrase pumping. Okay.
Okay. Hey, Reno, I thought of a really cool thing.
I doubt that.
We were, as I mentioned, I am one of the 20%ers, the real tree people. Got a real tree. Got mine up this year, by the way, a couple weeks ago. I was trying to do a Thanksgiving weekend. But these fake trees have you gone to the store? Some of these things are like $10,000.
Oh, they're sick. We ordered that balsam, whatever it is.
That balsam hill. That's what I have too. That it folds
yeah.
up and it just like fans out. It's the best.
They were asking me if I'd ever cut my own tree, and a few years ago I did do this. And I've gotten a bunch of emails from people that also have done it. If you're going to do it, have you ever done it, Reno? Cut your own tree?
Yeah, but it pissed my neighbor off.
Well, I went to a nice tree farm, and they take you out kind of like on a hay ride, and they give you a saw that was apparently perfected in the 1800s.
Couldn't cut hot butter.
Yeah, but
your criticism of it and your mention of it were almost simultaneous. It was amazing.
No, it was super cool. I'm just saying, if you're going to do it, I've got a word of warning. Because you have to get down on the ground, which may or may not be very, very cold or dirty, depending, and muddy, depending. But as you start to cut the tree, you've got to have goggles on, because all of the stuff in the tree just starts raining down on you, and you can't. I came out of that thing with a lot of both flotsam and jetsam in my eyeballs.
Willie, were you a part of this adventure?
No, and Dad, at your age, you shouldn't even be cutting pie at this point. You got to relax. Let Kelly do it. Get somebody else to help out.
All I'm cutting her farts.
That was funnier. That was the better one.
No, you're right.
And even those are risky these days.
Yeah, it's a gamble every time. But I'm thinking of doing a tree farm where you cut your own fake tree. So you still have that experience. You bring the kids, and we give you an electric hacksaw of some sort.
All of the misery, none of the nature.
Or just a sawzall, or a cutting torch. You just go out there, and then you still have the experience.
I'm surprised they don't give you like an electric saw or something.
I got a letter from a guy that said when he did it, he learned his lesson. He took his own chainsaw with him.
I would have too.
But where I protect you. And I just love those tree farms, and that's a lot of hard work, and it's super fun. So over the river.
Hard planting a seed and waiting 5 years. Send your emails to
Josh Arnold at bobandtom.com.
So Reno, no, I'm sure that your wife doesn't listen to this show. This is a yes or no question. Do you have her present yet?
No.
I mean, you don't have to. I don't want you to go off here. You don't have to tell me any more information. Do you know what you're getting her? Be honest. Do you have an idea?
It's just yes or no. No?
No.
Okay.
That was okay.
Yeah.
Did you see how red he turned?
Did you see him look around to make sure she wasn't near?
And the answer was no. Why am I looking? It's not like I'm going to give the secret away.
Well, I thought you were looking because you didn't want her to know that you don't know yet.
Right.
You're exactly right. And then I remembered I had headphones on and she can't hear what you guys are saying. She only hears what I say.
Okay.
Is she within earshot right now?
I love her so much. Yeah, she's the best wife ever.
Yeah.
Reno, you just checked over your shoulder like a freshman in high school smoking a cigarette in an alley.
I know.
Did you say she's your best wife ever?
Is that what I said?
Yeah, I think so. If not, you should. That's much funnier.
Yeah, it is.
Or it might even be better to say she's your best wife so far.
Yeah.
That opens it up to even
really
getting
does.
a bigger kick in the balls.
Actually, I do kind of have I have a couple things that I'm poking around at, but I haven't definitely picked it, whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh, you just join you're with the 98%
of all males.
Of all males.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Reno. It's always a great pleasure.
Thanks, you guys. Have a great week.
Terrific work.
See you, big dog.
Don't forget, Reno's got that New Year's Eve show, Tommy Gunn's Bistro, Grand Island, Nebraska. And New Year's Eve is a Saturday night this year. What do you got coming up, Christy?
Coming up, we have our history lesson, but we are going to get to our Christmas story about the deer.
Okay,
because
good.
We need to wrap that up in a bow.
As I mentioned, one of the easy things, and I'm not kidding when I say this, I really do sit down, and I think I've been doing it, I don't know, for 3 or 4 years now. The Omaha Steaks, the great gift to send to friends out of town, because they don't want that fruit bread, that fruit cake. They want steaks. And it's so easy with Omaha Steaks. And how do they do it again, Josh?
Well, they go to omahasteaks.com. That's the place to find all the wonderful special gift packages that the steak experts at Omaha Steaks have put together. They help you take the guesswork out of gift giving. And my gosh, if you're not going to come out looking like a holiday hero, omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, if you use code BTS at checkout, you're going to get an additional $30 off your order. We were talking about those jumbo franks. Man, oh man, are they delicious. They're easily twice as big as other, plain old hot dogs out there. And they're just wonderfully juicy and flavorful. You're not going to believe how good they are. Get them. Create your own gift package. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites, guaranteed to impress. They have those legendary butcher's cut filets mignon, air-chilled boneless's chicken, ultra juicy's burger.
But filets mignon still sounds weird to me.
It does sound weird.
I know it's correct.
It does sound weird.
Well, you
learned that from the attorneys general?
I did. Okay. And they have those easy-to-prepare comfort meals like that Meat Lover's lasagna that's so good. Plus, all their wonderful sides. Their potatoes all gratin. And those, oh boy, you put those in the oven. They crisp up nicely. And it's a side to remember. You know how sometimes sides they become the main...
Sure, absolutely.
That occasionally happens with Omaha Steaks. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, that's for sure. And it'll be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence, knowing you're ordering the very best. Do it today. Visit omahasteaks.com. There's 50% off site-wide. Plus, use promo code BTS at checkout to get that extra $30 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required.
Coming up, we have our history lesson, and we're going to squeeze in our little reindeer story, I hope?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob.
Hey everybody, you guys all know Ms. Pat, the great comedian. Well, I've been promising her for a long time that I would take her out for a dream date with some custom sushi. So here we are, Pat. How do you like it?
Wow, Tom, you own this place?
Well, it's called Tamo. It's a Japanese.
Tamo.
Yeah. And we're gonna get some nigiri, and that's the name of the fish dish. It's called nigiri. It's very unfortunate.
I'm thinking you better bring
African.
I was about to say you better bring some Africans out here. Hold on, Nigeria.
It's called nigiri. I can't.
What's in it?
It's nigiri is it's like a piece of rice with fish on top. It looks like a Hostess Twinkie with fish, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Just back me up on this one. And we should certainly get a couple of rolls.
And do this stuff come cooked? Hot? Some of them. Yeah. You got anything cooked?
Well, your lunch is going to be cooked, but
okay.
the rolls will be. We'll just let you try them, see if you like them.
Okay. Tom, you were too in control of this. I'm a black woman. Give me that menu so I can read. I'm not used to no man ordering for me.
You like the soup?
I like the soup.
Okay, good.
Is the food pretty good here?
Food's great.
Is this where you get your custom sushi?
Yeah, that's what's coming. Believe me, it's going to be fantastic.
Oh, really? I'm going to have to start hanging out here.
I bet you're the only one here who's ever had a bullet in their boob.
I bet you I am too. Everybody look like they got benefits at this table.
Go ahead.
I bought you something to show you my appreciation.
What is it?
I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to open it up.
I just saw the name and made me laugh.
It's a candy jock strap.
I can't fit that, but I can put it around my neck for you. I got something else for you.
There's something else in here. Candy nipple tassels.
That's because I'm missing a nipple.
Okay, Ms. Pat, here's some custom sushi. I had the guy make it for a special. Give it a try. It's salmon and tuna. No. May I?
Yes.
Okay. Ready? Open your mouth. Say ah. Don't spit it out, seriously. Do you like it? You don't like it, really? Well, try chewing on it. Try swallowing it. You really don't like it? Seriously? Excuse me.
Mac's Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show. All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
When your horse says run its very last race and there's nothing left to do, giddy up, giddy up. We don't think it's very good taste to turn him into glue. Giddy up, giddy so up. If your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, giddy up, giddy and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony.
Now, when you come into any participating Burger Pony restaurant and order our Swale in a Pail, every kid in your group will receive a free hot fudge Sunday silence. And don't forget our Clint Eastwood Western spaghetti. And our delicious burgers, including the Daily Double and the Triple Crown. And remember our motto, if we're not in your neighborhood yet, your neighbors have probably passed a petition.
So if your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, catch the big game last night?
Well, what truly is a game when you really think about it? I mean, it's merely a struggle for conquest between competing rivals in a match to attain victory, so they can feel superior about a relatively inconsequential endeavor.
Jeez, sorry I asked. Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh,
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, you know, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, chick.
Did we get a song out of Pat?
3.
Yeah, we've gotten...
3. Oh, you keep track?
3.
I have to. I think we have time for maybe
we
one.
pay you by song?
One more. Christy.
Yeah.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Oh, let's get right to it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Christy Lee, you've got one story you want to squeeze in here?
Yeah, wildlife officials in Oregon helped rescue a deer whose antlers became tangled in Christmas lights.
Oh, antlers.
Antlers. The Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife said officers were able to locate and dart the buck before removing the lights from its antlers without injury.
They darted him, huh?
They found him at night, of course, because the
yes, sure.
lights were on.
The department explained that bucks rub their antlers on trees, bushes, and other objects to remove the velvet, mark territory, and assert dominance.
If the person who shot it with the dart didn't say the buck stops here, I mean, he should be fired.
It suggested that residents who have deer frequenting their property hang lights higher up in trees where bucks cannot get to them.
Have you seen the picture?
They're horny little devils.
Oh, man. It looks like...
They're horny devils, Tom. Horny.
Of course. They got horns. He looks like Dasher on December 26th. Like, rough night.
Bad landings.
Yeah. Blunder, the least popular of Santa's reindeer. Did you have a song about reindeer?
I do. Do we have time?
Yes.
All right, here we go. I've been saving all year for Christmas Day. Took out a little each week from my take-home pay. My take-home pay isn't very much, because they take out the child support and such. It's time to go on a shopping spree. But first my son and I get a Christmas tree. The Christmas tree on the top of the car. We're driving home but didn't get too far, because crossing the road, a big old deer totaled my Chevy Cavalier, and my car insurance policy only covers liability. Oh, crushed the grill, and what a body shop bill. It was almost $3,000, man, I've had my fill. I've had my fill of trouble this year, and out of nowhere came a big old deer. I need a loan, so I asked my friend Tom, but he's strapped for cash, so I called my mom. My mom's on Social Security, and she's tired of lending money to me. She slurs. I gotta buy presents from a 12-year-old son, like a VR headset and a paintball gun. The $3,000 I saved this year, I used to fix my Chevy Cavalier. Can't get the gifts on my son's wish list because of the deer that killed our Christmas. Damn my luck, that 10-pound buck, the deer that killed our Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
A 10-pound. It was a 10-pound buck. It was very small.
Time now for things we learned.
Size of a labradoodle.
Is that not a big deer?
No.
10 pounds?
10 points. I said 10 point.
No, you said 10 pounds. 10 pounds.
Time now for things we learned. Brought to you
I'm
by.
just going to go kill myself.
Yeah.
See what you've done.
He's going to end it all because of you.
Let's hear about something pleasant, please.
Things we learned. Brought to you by Pajamagram. Now, looking for a Christmas gift that's more alluring than lingerie? Check out Naturally Nude Pajamas by Pajamagram.
Okay.
Sensuous and soft. They look just as
Can I
seductive as
interrupt
they feel.
one second? Off the air.
Pajamagram.
Christy was telling me something. Go ahead, tell him.
I received a nice chemise and robe set.
You mean a chamois?
And it is the softest, the greatest pajamas I've ever owned in my entire life.
She was talking about this off the air, so this is real, ladies and gentlemen. Pajamagram, thank you very much.
Willie Griswold's back at work, believe it or not.
Hey.
His key fob works, but his mic was off. We were trying to tell him something.
We didn't get to Today in History.
No, we're going to have to do that tomorrow because you said Pat had plenty of time, which was a bald-faced lie.
We'll do tomorrow. We'll do Yesterday in History.
Yeah, today will be yesterday tomorrow. Have you guys considered that?
No.
Noodle on that this afternoon.
No one cares.
No one cares about history, then you're doomed to repeat it.
That's right.
Okay. Happy birthday, Frank.
Tom had several Christmas functions over the weekend. He was magooing around at some party, and people were complaining because he was there dressed like a hobo. We all saw it. Tom has trouble watching movies at home. He can't get comfortable and relax. And Prancer will be the third gay person on CNN.
We're revisiting that and closing on.
Can't close that, can we?
No.
Sorry, Anderson.
It's gay dude.
Anderson would laugh at that. Laugh.
Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.